Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here. Okay, like, seriously. Seriously? Like... Okay, so we're just gonna... That's the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. So...
Take the lead.
This fight sucks and I hate it. That's the solution, it turns out! That's the solution, it turns out. Okay, VLC's having some issues. Yeah. You know how you dodge Dune Worm Swallow? Just change character. Let the AI do it. That's it. That's it. That's it. The AI does it perfectly every single time. I presume because Swallow, oh, especially on this enemy, is such a, like, it's effectively an instant kill. You might be able to do enough damage to knock the people out, but you'd probably need a limit break or something, or like stagger it immediately then, or something. So I'm gonna guess that because it does so much damage, the AIs are programmed to basically ensure they can't fuck it up. Like, look how late I left that. The Dune one was halfway in the middle of the air. If I waited that long to dodge it myself, I would not get out of it. But I switched character that late, and the AI still did it perfectly. That's it. That's the entire solution. The way that you deal with this mechanic is don't deal with the mechanic. Just let the AI handle it. And also, the blade fins we just didn't worry about the entire time until now. Until the end of the fight. And then they just happened to both come out while Clad was doing this shit on the Dune Worm. There you go. So that's how you do that. That's how you do that. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that solution. It is another instance where it's just like, the solution to a combat mechanic just doesn't feel satisfying. Like, oh, how do I handle this mechanic? Oh, let the AI do it. Because the AI will never fuck it up. Is really lame and lackluster. It took me like 5 tries to do it. And the main reason, and the only reason that it took so many tries, the AI never once fucked it up. It's just there were times where it started Swallow and I didn't notice it until I had already gotten hit by it. In that case, then it's a little too late to switch to another character. To let the, but yeah, that's the entire solution for the fight. Just let the AI do it. Which again is not satisfying. It's another fight that I have in this game where the solution I find is not a satisfying one. That's probably the worst example in terms of the solution isn't satisfying. Like, the solution that I had for Phoenix in terms of put on revival earrings, outside of it being appropriate, I can be, like, putting on revival earrings to deal with the fact that Phoenix, like, effectively has an uninterruptible, like, one-shot move that I didn't know how to deal with because of the damage output at the time that I was doing it. That's the type of thing where, okay, putting on revival earrings and relying on those is, like, it doesn't feel satisfying from an action game sense, but I'm just like, but this isn't just an action game, it is meant to be a turn-based combat game, just you play in real time. So the idea of utilizing accessories makes a lot of sense, and once you work that out, then it is, oh, okay, that does work out. That is satisfying. That isn't, like, I had the issue with the remake, but it's more present in this game. I've also got to treat this, like, I don't just have to treat this like an action game, I do have to treat it like an RPG. And sometimes I run into spots where I'm having more difficulty because I'm treating it so much like an action game. Which I do that because it's fun. Like, it's really fun to do a lot of action game stuff in this. But the RPG elements are still there, and they are still valid, and they are still interesting. I do think that how the RPG elements intertwine with the other stuff is interesting. That's not that, though. Switching to an AI character to let them handle it is not an RPG mechanic. That is an action game mechanic, and it's not a satisfying one. So, yeah. I added that onto my very, very, very large list of gripes that I have with this game. Just add another one, just put on another tally on the list of gripes that I have with this game. Because, boy howdy, that list is getting real long. Again, if you compare the list of gripes compared to the list of things that I like, the list of things that I like is really long. But I'm just writing those ones down, whereas the list of gripes that I have, I'm like full fisting the pencil in my hand and slamming it on the list and carving it into it as hard as I can. There not may be as many there, but I'm writing them down with a hell of a lot more force. Anyways, we are not done here. We're not done here. We have a couple things left before we actually finally move on from Corel. We have Badlands Beast, which this is the Heliopora Terpsichore, which, fucking Christ, we fought that so long ago. I'm pretty sure that was a Fiend's back near Costa del Sol. And then the Silver Chimera, which, from memory, Silver Chimera is basically just normal Chimera. I don't know if it does anything different. When we fought the Silver Chimeras, I don't remember them doing anything different to normal Chimeras, other than just they do more damage and they have a lot more health. I want to play as Kate Sith, but Kate Sith's unreliable because he's so weird. My brain just says T for you. My brain just says go for the squad. And it's also just that Yuffie can do really good consistent elemental damage on literally anything because of ninjutsus, and then you just do her magics, which is what you saw me do against the standalone there. So yeah, fire, oh, these are the normal ones, yeah. Elemental weakness or evade leech will pressure them. Begin whirling after successful leech. Don't let them leech. Don't let them suck your blood. And then, yeah, you're pressured after using aquatic bezo. So, flames. We want to use flames for our... I know you've got a poison spit that I gotta like constantly worry about because I'm really bad at doing that. Oh, god damn it! Yippee! Okay. They're having fun. They're having fun. RNG character's fun, and I really like playing as him. I just, when I'm doing like the hard fights against this, I don't know if that's the most ideal time to use it. One of you leech and you fucked up. All right, I'm gonna get you. No, leech. Okay. Bam, 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 magic. Wait. Whee! That didn't work. I dodged a little too early for the rumble. Woo! Yeah! There we go. Bam! Aquatic basic. God fucking damn it. Alright. Wait. Cloud!
My turn.
Get in there! Focus thrust! There we go. Oh, aquatic basic. Jesus Christ, that is fast. That's alright. We're gonna get this, and we're just gonna get a Brumal form in. I was gonna start immediately on the next Brumal form. Tifa! Get some umbrella strengths in there. An Omni Strike. Oh, I missed. Omni Strike. There we go. Bam. There we go. There we go. Easy. Oh, the other Terpsichore died at some point. Yeah, that Omni Strike tech on a stunned character for Tifa is so fucking good. Omni Strike, Unbridled Strength, Omni Strike, Unbridled Strength. That combo is so fucking sexy. It's definitely, like, out of all of the hints that I've gotten, one of the most, like, devastating ones that I've seen. Oh, bombs. I never know how to handle these things properly. Are they weak to anything? No. I always feel like I kind of just wail on bombs until they die, and, like, actually doing anything proper to counter them. Breathing fire, yeah, but like doing enough damage while they're breathing fire, I feel like I never actually succeed at. Whee! Oh, apparently I succeeded at it that time. Wait, I'm on strength. There we go. Oh, Jesus. The AI of Rebirth is better than Remake are the same. They feel a lot better. They feel like... I feel like they take a lot... Like, I feel like in the previous game, most of their focus were, for the AI was just making sure they don't take damage. I feel like the AI takes more damage in this, but they do more effective combat, if that makes any sense. That's what it feels like at the very least to me. Get the bus. That's what it feels like. I feel like the AI is way more effective at damage, but they also, you have to like babysit them more, which I'm okay with. I think that's a fine trade-off. Whee! Actually, that works. I've turned off all of my focus ones off the buttons because I always know when I want to do a focus, so I can go into the menu for it. I'm not usually comboing into it. But I sometimes still press L1 square because that's where all my focus attacks were in Remake, where I've turned them onto different things in this game. I'm not used to my own things that I've set. Alrighty. So, yeah, that's Aquatic Beams. That's not the same as Aquatic Phaser. But still weak to flames. And now you're only weak to ice. Okay. Elemental weakness, Veining Leech will pressure them. And then... So they spin. Hitting them with powerful offensive abilities will interrupt and pressure them. Yeah, they spin. They'll begin whirling after a spin attack or successful. Oh, okay. They will after spin attack or successful. Okay. Okay.
Deal with that.
I do want to deal with that first. Oh, Jesus. Asshole. I'm trying to look at them first. I want to deal with these, just because these are annoying. They're just they're more annoying ones. Oh, Jesus. Wow, really? Wow, okay, they're pretty weak. Okay, they're still very weak. Wow. Wait. I fucked up my buttons. Whee! Oh, Jesus. There we go. I forgot my Yuffie inputs a lot in terms of, like, remembering which of her attacks does what. Like, in terms of, like, throwing the thing out. Okay, come on. Lol. Wait, I need to actually... Oop. I need to go... I need to redo my ninjutsu. Whee! There we go. Yuffie! Oh, Jesus. Got out of your stings, lol. I'm constantly wanting to stand like next to it because of the aquatic beam and the viper sting. What are her other things? Like, yeah. Use with other attacks to more effectively pressure enemies. Oh yeah, increase the strength of the next command execute. I might as well do this. Wait, aquatic beam. Fuck. Well, you know what? Fine. Ah, she missed the dive kick. No! Bam! Sonic Boom! Aquatic Beam. There we go. And now we can focus thrust. I'm just gonna get Yuffie to immediately start her Broom War combo. And then Tifa! There we go. Easy! That one was simple. That one was much simpler because there wasn't an attack the enemies could do that instant killed me. AP up material. Oh shit, we have another one. Oh shit, we have another AP up material. Oh fuck me, that's huge. Fuck me, that's huge.
You made short work of that simulation.
That is kind of massive.
Needless to say.
Do you even get, actually, now that I think about it, do you even get AP from the fights here? I don't actually know if you get AP from the simulator fights. I don't actually know. I don't actually know. What else has Yuffie got? I thought someone else had something that was like really good that I was looking at. Like, I'm thinking of ATB boost, which I constantly forget that I have. There's so many. Like the previous game, I could AP boost Magnify to get it to at least level 2. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to do that. Oh, well, I don't need to use it. AP boost magnify. I kind of want to do that. But yeah, like I already had the issue in the previous game of there's too much shit in the game for me to remember at any one given point. And that's just even more here. That's just even more here. Anyways, we have one more fight.
Many hazards await you on the road, so take care.
We have one more fight to do. Ah. Wrong one. There we go. We have one more fight. We have one last one in our pocket to do.
Cloud, have you heard of golden plumes?
I have heard of golden
They're a
plumes.
variety of chocobo feather noted for their especially unique luster.
I am
and are
familiar
used
with
for
those.
both ornamental and medicinal purposes.
Uh.
You should pick up any you find, as certain shops might be willing to trade them for goods.
I think that should do. Don't worry. If you're, don't worry about it. All I'm gonna say is don't worry about it. All I'm saying is don't worry about it. We have one last fight left. I have no idea. A 3-person battle in which you pick your team. Confront the holy construct, Alexander, and accept its almighty judgment in order to gauge the deiform's entity combat prowess. As always, we're doing this shit on full might. As always, we do this on full might because we're not pussies. I'm taking the Clad tier for Yuffie combo again until we know what's happening here. Until we know what's going on. Until we know what's going on, because we do have to assess first. Wave cannon! Just a bunch of things going out. All right. I'm assuming it's working. I won't even let me assess it. A sacred summon recreated in virtual reality. This mechanical giant is the manifestation of humanity's judgment, bestowing either salvation or condemnation upon those who survive its trial. The entity will be largely immune to all attacks until both its arms are crippled. It accumulates karma by using certain attacks. The higher its karma, the more powerful its divine judgment becomes. Casting Esuna can remove one level of karma. Well, I guess we're gonna need Esunas or Asuna. We actually straight up need that, so we can actually prevent its divine judgment. Okay. Is that guy elemental weakness? Oh, unfortunately for you, Alexander. Wait, did press the wrong button. Prove that casting Esuna makes you a better person. Static Shock, that's the one. Radiant Wave. Sweep. Way! Oh, that's a really big sweep. Disorder. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, that hurt. Holy shit. Okay, Radiant Wave. Do I not have Sonic? I know I've got Sonic Boom. Do I not have... I thought I turned on... Oh, I might have gotten hit. Did I get hit? Wait, I'm doing the wrong attack, aren't I? I'm doing the wrong attack. What's the thing called? So I don't even have my right attack on. I don't even have the right... I'm not even using the right attack. So, I've gotten basically nothing done because I'm doing the wrong attack. Tracking beam. Perfect. Whee! Okay. Plasma discharge! There we go. So fucking god. There we go! Radiant Wave. Easy. There we go. Disorder! There we go. Whee! There we go. Woo! Oh, Jesus. Okay. I was in the air, but not for long enough. There we go. Braver! Disorder! Boom! Tracking beam and boo! Get fucked. Whirling ray. Is that gonna spin? Okay, that's fun. If I do this, can I... Oh god. Well, I'll be honest, not sure what happened there, but I'll take it. I'm not sure what happened there, but I'll take it! Oh god. I should probably switch over some other characters and start doing some other stuff. Alright, Alexander's disappeared. Grand laser! Okay. No, fine it. Fuck. I already fucked up. I already fucked up. Lightning ninjutsu. Punitive sphere. And... target left arm. I'm actually locked on. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, the punitive spheres seem to be mines. They seem to be staying there. Those actually seem to be staying there. That's concerning. What I do need to do though, I need to do more attacks. There we go. And I do need to do more of this, like normal attacks. Oh god, oh god. It pops up with a thing, like when that starts. God damn it. I want to heal. If it... actually, Cloud. Cloud, do a Cura on Tifa. Whee! Alright, ready? And... Oh, nice. Hey, there we go. It hasn't started doing much yet, which is concerning, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it is mainly just standing there menacingly. There we go, simple enough. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Yuffie, do you want to do a Cura on Cloud? There we go. Alrighty. Immediately focus strike. Cloud, get in there. Ow. Ow! Well, that sucked. That sucked a lot. Oh, none of them have a raise. I'm gonna... I can't use items. Huh. That was a very unfortunate combination of two things at the same time. Of getting knocked up into the air and then getting hit by that. Very unfortunate. That's alright. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We've just got 2 limits, and then we'll just do those. So we'll just do that. Vermiform? I'm doing them. That's the wrong attack. Bam! Unbridled strength. Unbridled strength! I'm fucking up on all my buttons. Every button I pressed was wrong. Alright, so the arms are back. Okay. Arms being back's not the worst thing. Is this when it starts doing karma attacks? Oh, that's... Oh. Can I actually... You can dodge through them. Okay. Okay, she could. I can do that. Yeah, that, yeah, so, yeah, it did a thing that lasted. Yeah, the punitive, oh god. Okay, so that, okay. There was a big explosion there, that did karma. That did karma. There we go. Oi! There we go. Gotcha. Yeah, this covers a lot of space now. There's a lot of space covered up here now. To a very concerning extent. Okay, punitive spheres. Oh god. Can I block these? Divine Judgment. Okay, they're both on 2. How much damage will this do at 2? Well, I'm assuming 3's a guaranteed instant kill no matter what. Is kind of my assumption. That's not that bad. That could be so much worse. That, yeah, at only 2? That's not, like, that's totally manageable. So now we have an issue of just now basically Yuffie can attack. Light Pillar seems to be one of the problem ones in terms of causing the things. Hey. I gotta get my lightning back. Could I die and retry? Probably. Ready, but ow, fuck. I got hit by some of them. Oh fuck. Oh Jesus. Okay, so that just eventually. Do you have to? You might have to do something about the maybe light pillar then, because the light pillar is kind of exploding and then hitting me. So maybe you have to. You're meant to do something specific about it first. Yeah, can I block this? Yes, you can. Okay. Stop! I wish there was like a symbol I could look at. To know whether Yuffie had, her shurikens or not. I know looking at her hands is meant to be the idea, but I miss it a lot in terms of whether she's actually got something. Chakra. I'm constantly pressing buttons with Yuffie, not being sure whether I'm going to, like, do magic or zoom in or do what. That did way more that time. It might be every subsequent one does more damage. Very possible each subsequent one does more damage. That could be possible. That is the type of thing the game would do. Alright, now we just need Yuffie to deal with it on her own. Yuffie can totally handle it. She'll be fine. There we go. See, we're doing fine. Oh, light pillar. So, like, light pillars over there. Oh, there's a lot of light pillars. So how do I... What do I do about the light pillars? That's what... Because the light pillars are the things that cause karma. And they seemingly just eventually exploded. Yeah, see, that's like, yeah. Unless the idea is they will eventually explode and you're just meant to deal with it. Ow. I didn't purpose block those. And now you just got a Divine Judgment. Okay. Very much a case of it's gonna start just doing shit faster and faster. Yeah. Letting anyone die. Yeah, you want to keep the damage up as much as possible. This has taught us lessons at the very least. We're aware of lessons at the very least. We know plans of how to deal with it next. It's more so I don't know. Oh, never mind. I'm still alive. Well, I don't have any MP left, so I just got a chakra twice more than anything. Look, we'll be fine. We just keep the damage up on the arms. And then we Brimble for... That's up. I keep Art of War. Fuck. This is totally possible. Okay, okay. You can attack the, okay.
Like crypto.
God damn it!
Pet circle.
Shut up, ads! You're ruining it! Shut up. Okay, you can't, okay, yeah, you just gotta attack the Pillars of Light. Okay. Pillar of Light invented by Alexander serve as a trial. Can you assess that? Yeah, okay, you just gotta attack these. But like really quickly. You'd have to attack them pretty fucking quick. Ow. Yeah. Okay. You know, okay. Yeah, the longer the fight goes on, the more you start just spamming bullshit like all the time. Okay. Let's put Asuna on. Yuffie's definitely the easiest to survive. Let's put Asuna on her. Yeah, this is definitely reasonable. It's just, it pisses me off how, like, they can't have Chadley just shut the fuck up. He always has to make judgment comments. Like, they can't have Chadley just turn around and say, like, oh, give it your all next time. He's gotta be like, I guess you were kind of shit, hey. Or they can't just be like, the amount of times that it's in the greens. Or they can't just have him turn around and, like, when you're in a section of the game where you're constantly blocked from exploring the open world. No, he has to constantly talk shit about how, you know, you should really go and earn me points. And it's just like, shut the fuck up. I'm literally not allowed to. Do I have Asuna? Oh, cleansing. Okay, I have one cleansing materia and it is leveled up enough there, thankfully, so I can actually use Asuna. But okay, yeah, so the Pillars of Light being able to be attacked does make this a hell of a lot simpler. It makes it significantly simpler that we can actually do that. Which also means that we don't need the assess anymore because we just assessed. So we can put something else onto Cloud. Zero damage when affected by detrimental status effect. Does that apply to fucking... No, I was about to say, does that apply to Karma? Precision defense, luck up, HP up. Extra HP up could be nice. Replenishes ATB. Oh, we can use that. We can use that. Because we want to do the fucking disorder combo.
What new discoveries you make in your travels.
Okay.
Hello, Cloud.
We're a hell of a lot more of what aware. I mean, most of that started falling to shit when I accidentally got Cloud killed. Because I got him hit by 2 things in a row. I got him hit by the wave that knocked him into the air, and then immediately got targeted by other attacks. So it was just very, very rapidly that started going to shit. In a very, very rapid succession of everything is now fucked. No, I'm not gonna stop. Ow! Stop it. Tracking beam. Okay, get ready because this is when we can go... Boom! There we go. Dodge that. Okay, get the right attack. Plasma discharge. And then we can sonic boom. Okay, earth tremor, block. There's gotta be way more, I'm gotta be way more careful of what I'm actually doing. I made a lot of mistakes last time, of very simple mistakes. I made a lot of very simple mistakes last time in terms of like what I was doing. That's a dangerous radiant web. I don't like that. Let's do sort of fuck it. Ow. Because we also want to make sure, like, if we have a lot of people with, a lot of, well, obviously more people doing more spells also means more, combat abilities. More of the other abilities. There we go. Alright, one arm down. One arm down. Whirling Ray. Fuck. Art of War, do the right one. Ow. Do those. Do some blocks on this. Unbridled strengths. There we go. Punitive spheres, get some more of those out. Might as well just do that over there. Target the shit out of this. Wave cannons. Whee! Look out. Keep chakras going. Oh, god damn it! I was in the middle of a combo. I overextended, and I ate shit. Whee! Grand lasers. Oh, so many. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, I can do some stuff, and then every punitive sphere was around you. I need to even have like. Well. Ready? Pew! Damn. Okay, we got out of the way of that at least. We want to build up some ATBs. ATB, rise up. Not quite. Not quite the same. Alright, Cloud. Get some of that in. Alright, Yuffie, get ready to murder the arms. There we go. Are there any good synergies for this, specifically? Increased limit level would be nice to do more. Let's do that. Just so our limits increase so we can do better limits when we're about to actually fuck you up. Probably a wise idea. But I also want both of you to make sure you have one extra, because they've got an extend one to also do, like when you start getting pressured. Ah, fucking, oh god. The astronomer keeps catching me off guard. Those gone. Okay, get in there, get in there. Ugh. Punitive sphere. But I said, does punitive sphere affect like where its hand is? Don't actually know if that's the case. Grand's laser, we just dodge out of the way of that pretty simply. There we go. Okay, so we want to immediately go Yuffie synergy ability. Halcyon Descent. Tifa's gonna start doing this. Can they use limits? Cloud, limit! Ascension! Oh, god damn! Holy shit! Oh! Holy fuck! Oh my god, okay. So, the Tifa strat works pretty... Ow. Tifa strat works pretty well. My god. If I... So I destroyed one of them. Oh god. Oh, just one. Okay, there we go. Can I target? No, I can't even target Alexander during this. unfortunately. Because now I have to show the arms again to get to the body again. So I was very close. If I optimized my damage a little more, it absolutely would have worked. Ow. Well, that was just unfair. That was just unfair. Can I just limit and target Alexander? I'm not allowed to target Alexander with the limit. Okay, let's give up, try again. We got close. We got very close. Play, okay, so I think we want to do Yuffie even more to begin with. So both Yuffie and Cloud. We need Yuffie and Cloud to like do their limit break gainer level up early. We need both of them to have their limits ready, and then enough to do the enough pips to do the extend, and then Tifa just needs to be like at Omni Strike, Unbridled Strength, and at 2 ATB, and we just do all of that. I reckon we could kill it in that one loop. That was so fucking close. I just was not optimized quite enough. That absolutely. I mean, I got one of the fucking trophies just then. I'm pretty sure I got the trophy for doing the fucking probably above a certain percent, if I had to guess. Good timing on the Sonic Boom. Oh, okay. Disorder doesn't get. Okay. Disorder doesn't give me pips. Probably because otherwise it would be broken as hell. Which I'm pretty sure I have known this before. Okay, you've got to get in there. You gotta get her lightning jutsu up. Fucking goddammit. Tifa. Use a Cura on Cloud. I took a lot of damage with him. Now dawning on me, I do have a way of actually looking at my EUI and realizing whether Yuffie's at a stage where she can get her thing out, and it's based on her triangle. Does it say throw or retrieve? Nice. All right. Synergy. Increase limit level with these two. Tifa. Get some Unbridled Strength going. Hell yeah. Alright, we're going back over to these two. I should go to Yuffie if she needs a little more of her limit. Because basically, until we do that first one, we don't have to worry about any of the judgment shit. So we can kind of like just do things slowly in a way that gains us limit break to ensure that we have as much as possible before we do that. And not like I can spam shit on chakras to make sure I get pips, while making sure I don't do too much damage like otherwise. So if I was to do this, yeah, doing the same one I require more, but doing a different one I don't require, so I only need 3. So Cloud, just gonna get this. Wait. There we go! Do some Bravers! Somehow that dodged through it. I don't think that quite makes sense, but I'll take it. Yuffie's not getting a lot of limit. I don't know how to get more limit. I don't actually know what determines how you get limit in this game. Doing damage, taking damage. If I take damage, do I get limit? Yeah, if I take damage, I get limit. Alright, okay, cool. If I take damage, I get limit. Is that viable? Is that a strat? Is this when we talk about leaning into RPG mechanics? when we talk about leaning into RPG mechanics, is that viable? Okay, don't let it die. Don't let it fucking die. But yeah, I can actually, like, especially the punitive spheres, I can literally farm limit. Like, seriously, look at that. Ow. There we go. Okay, I think a little much. Tifa! That's not Tifa. Tifa! Kira Yuffie. Actually, then, okay, stop it. I was about to say, what the fuck's camera doing? Cloud, yeah. Cloud, Kira on Tifa. Oh, probably not now with Radiant Wave, but it still works. Ah, I got it that time. We need to make sure Tifa is at, some good AT. Wait. Okay, well, that was a little annoying that all happened together. I do this. Whee! I kind of want to go her into, because if I do her Unbridled Strength super early. Cloud, I'm going to do chakras on Cloud. Wave, that should be dodged that. Nice. Very nice. Ow. Grand laser, dodge out of the way of that. Okay. Do a focus strike. Perfectio. Now I Unbridled Strength to make sure that okay, now I just want to make sure I burn you down with this. Perfect! Alright. Yuffie, synergy ability immediately. Halcyon Descent on Alexander. Yuffie, Limit Break. Inexorable Ends. Cloud, Limit. Ascension. Tifa also has a limit. Somersault. Alright, here we go. Get the fuck out of here! Woo! Ha-ha! Oh! Da 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 da. I'm gonna say it. I think that is probably my best performance at one of these bosses in the game. Just any boss, really. You could definitely kill it faster. You could definitely kill it faster. But I think in regards of, like, learning a strategy and then executing it, I don't think I've done better than that. I don't think I've done... But it really leans into RPG mechanics. Yeah, that's what I felt during that. I felt that it's just like I'm doing action game stuff just to avoid the attacks. But yeah, I'm prepping everything like an RPG. Like, deliberately take certain hits that don't stagger me, but build up limit gauge. Make sure I've got my resources for my characters at just the right amounts for the right opportunity to use that optimally. And just like, holy shit, when you do that, when you do that, goddamn. We just completely ignored his calm mechanic because we just did 3 fucking limit breaks on him in a row at what, like times 200 and something %? Yeah, when you, the amount of damage, like, we added up so much damage. We did a synergy ability, which extended the stun timer. We did Tifa's, increase the stagger percentage multiple times, which in of itself does damage. And then 3 limit breaks, with 2 of those being higher level ones. Fucking hell.
Congratulations on defeating Alexander. You rejected his judgment and rendered your own. Well done.
Hell
And now
yeah.
His divine protection is yours to call upon on your adventures. A great comfort, I'm sure.
Hell yeah.
I can't help but wonder where we'll meet next. So many fascinating possibilities.
Hell fucking yes. And now I'll turn back on the music. I had to do that. I was legally obligated. I was legally obligated to do that.
By the way, have you explored the desert? I attempted to survey the sands on my own, but I found that this costume impeded my locomotion.
How would it be that
Caution you
different to
not
what I'm wearing?
neglect hydration.
How would what you're wearing? I mean, I guess you don't have like an 8-wheeled monstrosity, so I guess there's also that. What's the actual music? Is the actual music any different? Because I bet it's nowhere near as good as Rise. How weak is considerably weaker? How weak is considerably weaker? The other costume you used before. Oh yeah, he had a costume before, yeah. When he was in Corel. I mean, it's... I mean, it's there. It's there. Also, wow, considerably weaker is like not even worth fighting, really. Well, when they say considerably, wow, do they mean it?
Good to go.
Hang back.
You're in good hands now. Get lost, just
Here's your reward for doing open world exploration. The fight's easy.
fucking show back
I don't know. I feel like I've said it before about multiple games. Square, a lot of Square music, but also like Dark Souls-esque music. So I don't even... No, I shouldn't have... No, they should have a synergy ability. They can at least still do this. And see if we can still do this.
Finish him off. Let's go. Something or other. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah. A lot easier. I don't know, I've said it about like a lot of Square music, but also a lot of FromSoft music. I feel like a lot of the music falls into the category of, yeah, it's good, but it also doesn't stand out enough for me to
Thanks to you, my archives are filling up with
remember
combat
any of
data.
the specific tracks. Just buy it all. Let's just really fuck up our inventory. Oh yeah, no, we're not actually done here, are we? Because it's still got Proto Relic, which we can't do yet. I was about to say, why can't I buy this? Right, there's still Proto Relic here that we can't actually do. So we're not actually finished Corel, because there's still Proto
I
Relic.
wish you all the best in your ongoing.
And there's
quest for
obviously
Golden
more
Town.
Gold Saucer because, you know, there's a lot of the minigames in the Gold Saucer that we haven't even touched, but there's that. This music, this game has a lot of good music, and there's a lot of tracks that do stand out. Look at taking damage or staggering enemies. Okay. So doing damage doesn't count? Nice of them, you know, looking up or downloading it. Yeah, it's the type of thing where it's like, the music doesn't stand out as being a specific thing. There are tracks in FF7, both Remake and Rebirth, where the individual tracks do stand out, even the combat music. Like, those who fight specifically does really stand out. The bombing run music at the beginning. But I feel like that's kind of like pretty common for Final Fantasy, where it's like, it's a lot of good music and it helps build up the atmosphere a lot while you're doing it. But the main music that like the average person who plays a Final Fantasy remembers are like the main theme, a couple of the town themes, maybe 1 or 2 boss fights. Overworld's theme if they hear it enough. General battle theme because you hear it a lot. But like it's the thing. It's the FromSoft is way worse for it. Don't get me wrong. Well, this is not me saying that Square Music is bad. Very far from it. If you had to pick if you had to pick like one publisher, honestly, you'd go developer if you counted like all the different parts of Square that do development. If you had to pick like one developer / publisher who has like across the board the best music, I'm not gonna argue with it. Argue with you. It's Square. I know that it is. I absolutely know that it is. None of the music, like, it's not that the music's bad, and it's probably because also just like my personal taste in music. Yeah, so you have like One Wing Angel, where it's just like that's a specific song that super specifically stands out. It's more so like there's a lot of really good music across Square, and including this game. But I feel like enough of it is very similar in terms of why it's good, that it doesn't do a lot that stands out as a very specific, deliberate track. Especially fight music. I feel like town music and like area music stands out more, whereas the fight music individually doesn't. It's like people saying that to me all the time about Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, we are going down here, and we're actually continuing on with we are done everything, right? We have finished everything. We're actually moving on. Seems like we are actually done. We have proto relics, but we can't do that. We did actually do like every fucking thing here. We're actually moving on from Corel. But like a lot of people said that were saying that to me about like about music in Kingdom Hearts, of just being like, oh my god, I can't believe you didn't like pop off at this reaction when this music track came back.
Keep those eyes peeled.
Peeled for what?
For a jungle, that's what. The reactor's nestled deep in the heart of one.
If that's the case, I think we're still a long way.
We're in a desert,
Can
okay?
this handle a jungle?
Well, we'll soon find out, won't we?
Wait, well, I guess there's a jungle there. The way that the marker kills stuff, it stops at a very specific point. So before we go on, I'll finish my thought. But like people will be like, oh my god, you didn't pop off like when this music track came back in Kingdom Hearts. And my response is just, Kingdom Hearts music is really good when I'm in the moment, but none of it stands out enough to me to recognize the individual tracks outside of the game. And most of the time, it never will. I'm sorry. The music is all very, very good in one very specific way, and it doesn't stand out to me beyond that. I'm sorry. But that's why, like, I'll go and play, like, 14 music during that boss fight. Because I feel like, I mean, in terms of, like, overworlds, like, 14 has that issue when it comes to, like, a lot of cutscene music and a lot of the overworld music, where it is just, like, it is very good Square Enix music in the way that Square Enix music is good, so it doesn't majorly stand out to me. Again, it's also just the type of music. But then you get to, like, fight music in 14, and that shit stands out to me as like some of the best music ever, because I feel like each one of those, like every fight music is so distinct and specific for the fight. That's the type of shit where I hear that music and I instantly think of every single aspect of the fight that can possibly exist. And I'm sure there are people who have that as well for a lot of Square music. They hear a track and they're immediately pulled back to everything about that track, and like they can picture everything about what they're looking at next to that track. But that is not me for a lot of the music. A lot of the music's very good, and there are certain tracks that do stand out. But, yeah. But I feel like FromSoft's way worse for it. Because, like, FromSoft is very good, makes a lot of hype moments when you're doing stuff. I'm trying to look around and explore and search for stuff, and I'm realizing we finished this game. But I still want to explore everything.
Gongaga's just past these shallows.
Gongaga. What is Gongaga? Okay, well, before we go to the shallows, let's have a look at this building that is probably no point in me going here now, because it's probably going to be a proto relic thing later. Or a side quest when we come back at some point. But yeah, like, FromSoft music is very good in the moment of making a lot of very intense fights while you're doing stuff, while you're doing a boss fight. I do not remember a single Dark Souls, Bloodborne, anything, song off the top of my head. Not a single one. I'm listening to it in the moment, and I'm like, hell yeah, this absolutely, like, makes this fight epic. It fits the tone of the fight perfectly. It's everything like that, and then I'm just like, the moment the fight ends, someone could ask me, how'd the song go? And how the song goes, it's from Soft or Bloodborne. So it goes, oh, 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 and that's all. I can't tell you anything beyond that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care how long it is on foot, you're not gonna see me in that car in this story. It's either on foot or nothing for me. Sup, Angelo? But have you considered that this car has 8 fucking wheels? Have you considered that this car has 8 wheels? I feel like that would help. Now, that being said, I will say, it has 8 wheels. If it rolls over, there's no roof. So, like, you're either flying out or getting crushed. One of the two is gonna happen. Where are we going? Yeah, so we're meant to be going through the rugged shoals, but there's also all this shit up here. I assume we go this way at some point at something different. Oh, this is an airstrip. That's the drawback of having 8 wheels. The chances of it going arse overhead is significantly higher. TARDIS? Time and relative dimension in space. I think that's what it stands for. Pretty sure a YouTube short told me that recently. Problem is, I can't watch Doctor Who now. I've been spoiled on so... I haven't been spoiled on anything from Doctor Who. Oh, the Doctor looks different! Wow, weird. The Doctor doesn't look like Matt Smith anymore. It looks like Peter Capaldi. Oh, what a spoiler. I don't think I've seen any major plot points of Doctor Who based on YouTube shorts. I've seen a lot of Doctor Who based on YouTube shorts, but I don't think I've been spoiled on anything yet. It's amazing how much of this world is abandoned. Like, just the very, very, very specific feeling that you get playing this game of realizing how much shit Shinra takes over, and anything that Shinra doesn't care about just gets abandoned. Yeah, so it's not even William Hartnell anymore? Unfortunately not, no. Damn. Damn. Damn, I was hoping to see that regeneration so I could see him turn into the second Doctor. Is William Hartnell the first one? I know I've heard the name, but I can't remember if he's the first one or not. My brain says he's the first one. He is? I do. Because I think that came up in one of the things. That came up in one of the shorts that I saw. Because also, like, if I was to go and watch Doctor Who, you know what I'm like. I would start with William Hartnell. I wouldn't start with Eccleston. I would start with Hartnell. But also, a lot of old stuff is lost media. Though, from my understanding at this point, there is, like, Doctor Who has lost media, but it is mostly complete. But most of the environments where it says he's desolate, barely in nature, says it all. I'm on a Doctor Who tangent, but I'm also on a Shinra tangent. This happens when I'm just driving around. But yeah, from my understanding for Doctor Who, like one of the famous things about Doctor Who is that a lot of the TV is lost media because the BBC didn't care about preservation at all and just literally recorded over a lot of it. But from my understanding at this point for Doctor Who, you can quote-unquote experience most of it from this point, because if the old TV shows, those episodes don't exist, there's like audio at least for most of them, and people have like done animatics over it. So you can experience the full storylines, just not all as a television show. So you can still go experience Doctor Who from the very beginning and actually experience everything in some capacity. But yes, but yeah, about the Shinra thing and not the Doctor Who thing. YouTube shorts are poisoning my brain, I swear to God. I click on a YouTube short because I see a VTuber that I like, and then it plays the next one, and then it's just like, oh, it's Doctor Who, or it's House, or something like that. But yeah, the thing about Shinra is just, I feel like it's one thing that I think the open world is doing in this game. Because I have questions about the overall structure of this game, as I've mentioned a lot of times. One of my big things is the open world. Not in terms of the gameplay of it. Again, I had my worries. You all saw that. I had my worries at the beginning of the playthrough about the open worlds in this game. They've all disappeared. This is one of my favorite open worlds in any game to explore. It not being one giant open world, but it being anal bead in design, where it's like linear section, open world, linear section, open world, linear section, open world. And each section of open world is its own disparate thing. So the idea of completing a whole open world section isn't an overwhelmingly daunting task. It's a couple of things here and there. But one of the questions I do have about the game is, does the open world format help the story of the game? Because a lot of the story of Rebirth so far has been that it doesn't have one. A lot of Rebirth story has been follow the robed guys. And I think the open world is part of what's causing that. I think because there's so much open world, it's part of what's causing a lot of the story to just be follow the robed guys. But on the other hand, Remake had a very strong narrative in terms of plot events happening, character arcs progressing, and themes being established. It was very strong at all of those. And Rebirth is definitely faltering on literally all of those, just because it's not doing any of those anywhere near as much. Not even in terms of just being paced out more, like, with larger gaps between it. It's just literally not doing a lot of those. Like, for equivalent time through this game compared to Remake, Remake had way more moments for characters. It had what feels like way more dialogue for characters, way more like moments where the characters would change or react to something. This game's been very limited in that regard. You've got like Cloud and Tifa's little thing that they're having. You had the amazing section with Barrett. But like Aerith's gotten barely anything in this game. Yuffie is here, but she had like one moment of like her character that had to do with any themes or like character arcs, and wasn't just like banter between characters, which banter between characters is great. I love all these characters, and seeing them banter is very fun. Their banter really does help them feel like they are all friends who care about each other, and also all comrades in the same fight. But like, there's a lot of characters in this truck who have not really had like any character moments this entire game so far. But when it comes to the open world, maybe the open world is helping the story in one specific way that it being an open world that you can explore freely is doing, which is world building. Because it feels very deliberate that most of the world you go to feels abandoned. Where in a lot of places, everywhere that we've gone so far has been specifically a Shinra place. Corel is run by Shinra. They run the Sorcerer and they run the Cursed Soul. Junon is run by Shinra. They run Upper Junon and they run the region. The Grasslands is run by Shinra. They run Calm. And so despite the fact that Shinra is actively in power, actively trying to accomplish things, and they control, and they're the people who control the area of everywhere we've been to, 90% of what we're dealing with still feels abandoned, which I feel like really helps like lean into like the colonialist, imperialist nature of what Shinra is. Shinra expand on the world, take what they need, and let the rest of it to just sit and fucking rot. Like, they have no interest in just being like, oh, all of these places run the way that they do, and we want them all to keep running that way. We just want to be in charge. They don't fucking care. They take over an area, take what's useful to them, put in a couple little pockets of stuff where they can continue doing their exploitation, and just let the rest of it fucking die. They don't give a shit. And I do feel like that gets across, like... I feel like that gets across, like, the Empire idea of Shinra really effectively, because that is what happens with colonialism and imperialism. They let things rot, and, like, it isn't just they take over everything and now everything is similar to before, but just a bit more fashy. Like, no, a lot of, like, it just inexorably removes a lot of life from the worlds. Even just in terms of, like, a lot of shit just no longer fucking has anything there. Rebirth all been bigger, wider and bigger than Remake. Also has character story moments so far. So far seems very far few in between. With Remake, even though it wasn't as big, it had more impactful character and story moments happen pretty frequently. Plus Red Shirt's on there is also handled much better. Tone is much better in that, yes. The thing is, like, because I feel like if you turn around and say, oh, the character moments in this game are poorly paced, I feel like a lot of people say, well, yeah, that's what happens when you have an open world game. I honestly think you can make this game, like, if you took the exact same game that we have, and, like, instead of an open world section, each bit of open world was just effectively, like, another linear corridor to the next area. You didn't go into the grasslands to properly, like, if every open world area was structured the way that Mithril Mines was, right? And so there was the amount of time.
That our jungle?
Indeed it is. Hold on, little Miss Carsick. We're almost there.
Hooray.
It's just, I feel like this game has significantly less moments overall. They're further apart, but it feels like there's way less of them too.
Think I'm gonna hurl.
Bit overgrown for the poor old buggy. We'll need to carry on foot. Oh, I meant to say, there's a village up this way. Fancy popping in? The reactor's not going anywhere, and I bet we could all do with a wee cat nap, eh?
Sure.
Especially with Yuffie dying.
Cloud, you okay?
When is Cloud okay?
I feel like I've been here before.
I get more caustic next to being cast so infrequently. I don't get like horribly caustic, but I feel a bit. Oh, it's another open world straight up. Summon enemy Kujata. Oh wait, this is just straight up. Here's another open world. Oh, it's like, okay. Oh, okay, I was about to say, but there's, okay, the map, we are in a separate map, okay. I'm assuming this is going to be similar to something like Junon, where we want to go to the village first. We want to go to the town first before exploring everything, because going to the town will actually, like, open up side quests that we can do in the open worlds. That's going to be my assumption. Possible cloud inspection, finally. The fact that nothing happens after fighting Genova is so fucking ridiculous. The fact that you fight Genova and just nothing happens, there's like no fucking dialogue about it, is so dumb. It's so dumb. Can we break in there? I want to break in there. Need to start making potions. Subversion material. I apparently don't have any. I swear I've had subversion material before. I'll buy one of those. Says I don't have any. Disempowerment? I swear I've got some of these. But I'll buy them anyways. Ooh! Crocodile bracelet. That looks pretty. Racking my brain over whether I should buy these things, and I'm just like, we're gonna upgrade them. Of course I'm gonna buy them. You pretty much tried doing the story stuff and town will fully open up the zone. Yeah, that's how it feels like the game has already established that, and because there are side quests that always start in the town, it feels like the game, it's like open worlds, but go to the town first and then spread out from there. which I think is a very good structure. Like, with the way that the game has its open world structure, I think the idea of go to the town first and then explore is a very good way of, like, naturally making that go through. Duration of unbridled strength by 50%. That is pretty good. I think that I wanted. Doesn't look anything like a crocodile. That's scales. Kinda. Limit, okay, it's, 50% when entering. Ability. ATB by 5% when using a weapon ability. That could make using her triangle Omni-Strike stuff even better. ATB rate, recharge rate when performing actions by 5%. Ooh. More ATB faster. I'm actually gonna go for this. I know there's the thing of, like, Unbridled Strength lasting longer, but I now have the new game plan of Tifa of spam her stuff, so her Unbridled Strength doesn't actually last as long. So if we just go for get more ATB when she does her Omni Strike, it can just last for even longer. We just spam that over and over again. Yeah, like, I do like this game, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I really enjoy it in a lot of ways. Again, my specific gripes are things that just very specifically get to me. They're not an indication of I find the game bad. Even if I'm, like, annoyed by stuff, I'm very aware it's a very specifically me thing. Chocobo! I don't have a Chocobo yet. I don't even have a Chocobo. Okay, before I run... Okay. We gotta get Chocobos, which I prefer running around on Chocobo than the car. Because Chocobos I need to do a 3-point turn. Let's go through here. I'm assuming this cave is meant to be where the village is. Let's start there. Let's start with the village and then work our way around from there. They're very pretty. I do like the look of this jungle there. Ooh, giant bridge. Ooh. Slide down a rope there. Aw, see, that's what you need for the music to stand out. Don't give me, like, standard orchestral music. Give me some fucking pan flute, baby. Hell yeah. That'll make your music stand out way more to me. I love it. Let's go. Hell yeah. Bum, bum, bum. We've had, like, a lot of grassy areas in this game. This is definitely the prettiest one, though. I'm curious how this place is... That we're going here to go to a reactor. How is this place still so lush and vibrant? In spite of that.
Hey, Kate.
What is it?
If you're serious about wanting to be our new best friend, how about giving us some insider info?
Well, if it's dirty laundry you're after.
Yeah?
I have heard whispers about the new president's proclivities. You wouldn't believe how much he spends on those fancy suits.
Oh, why did I even ask?
See, the thing is, we know who Kate is now. We know who Kate is now. Which makes the Kate dynamic really funny. Thanks, Kate. No problem, buddy. So here's the question: do we think he's doing the accent, or do you reckon he has a machine that talks for him? Do you reckon he's imitating the accent himself, or do you reckon he's got ChatGPT going through Kate? Which do we think? Which do we think? That's the Chocobo. Mushroom storage. Well, it's a good thing they use it for storage, and there's so much room in there. Grab this one. He's doing the accent of himself in my headcanon. Second, third option, suppressing the accent. Oh! Also, okay, so it's like Drew Carey's boss on the Drew Carey show, where he normally has the incredibly strong accent. He's just covering it when he's when he's acting as a professional. I like that one. I like that a lot. That's a fun one to me. I like that. Yay! Chocobo stop! Yeah. So, part of me wants to also say that it's been an issue in, like, one of the issues this game has is, regional variety in terms of areas that we've been to. Woodwards? No, I think they're frogs. Part of me wants to say that's, like, an issue I have with the game. The game doesn't have enough different types of areas. But I also don't know if that's reasonable as a complaint. Given, like, the reasoning of where we are and what we're doing, and I gotta put on the accessories. Because, like, so far what we've been to is, like, wide open grassy plains, grassy swamp, grassy beachside, grassy jungle, sandy desert, and, like, rocky mountain. So there's not a ton of variety in that. But I also don't know if that's a fair argument to make. Because, like, the grasslands look very different to the swamp in the grasslands. The grasslands look very different to Junon. Junon looks very different to Corel. Even the two sides of Corel, like with the beachside part. Even this looks very different to the other ones. And also, the whole story is that we're going to different places that people, you know, live. These are the types of places that people live in our world. Like, oh, where's the volcano setting? Where's, like, the massive open sandy desert setting? Where's the ice cavern setting? Why would there be reactors there? People don't live in those places. Well, I mean, some people do. But, like, the season towns are also stylistically different? Yeah. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, part of me, like, I go through it and I'm just like, I see Gongaga. And I'm just like, oh, another grassy area. But then I look at the grassy area and I'm just like, oh, but it's a very different grassy area. So I have this vibe if we go somewhere new, and the immediate aesthetic vibe is that, oh, it's sand or grass, which is what everything in the game has been so far. But then I look at it and I'm just like, but it's a very different type of sand or grass. And I'm just like, is it fair to even ask the game does more variety? Because I like, even like, I will like, it's kind of funny because I'd say the single most unique place that we've been so far is Cowboyville. Cowboyville! That place stands out the most. Both just in terms of the cowboy aesthetic, but the actual area that we went through going up the mountain is a super unique, super distinct mountain. With the sharp, like, basically horns coming out of the ground everywhere. That place stands out the most out of everywhere. Amphidex. Assess. Bam! Because then there's also that same criticism of Remake. It's just like, is it fair to say that, like, Remake should have more variety when everywhere in Remake is Midgar? Because the whole thing takes place in Midgar? And even in Midgar, Sector 7 feels different to Sector 5, which feels different to War Market, which feels different to anywhere on the plate. So it's like... Amphibious creatures living in densely wooded areas. Their main form of self-defense is the ability to transform would-be predators into fellow frogs. Oh no. And it's meant to start with furious kicks and punches unique to their species. Exploit elemental weapons. Okay. Growling punch. Whoop. So if I do a snow flurry, will that... Yeah, that right. Yep, okay. There we go! We're environmentalists. I'd like you all to remember that we're environmentalists. Splendor! Oh, we're in a new area. I gotta fucking add shit to my can craft bullshit. Right. We're gonna add everything now. Sorry. We're actually in an area where we're getting new shit. I can actually craft all this shit. I gotta add it to my to-do list. I forgot. Okay, so that one's all good. Okay, there we go. It's only 5 things right now, but yeah. See, some of them we only need Splendor. And oregano, which we're already getting some. Is it oregano or oregano? I honestly don't know. I'm looking at this. I'm trying to not look at the minimap to work out where to go for the main story. This place is so dense and there's a lot of shit going on that I'm just like, I don't even know which is the story path. That's a good thing. Because I can look at the minimap if I want to. I just don't want to. But I jumped off a cliff to go down here. Adrenaline is not Splendor. Oh, is it not? A planet's mercy. Which is not... Alright, let us take that one off. Well, there you go. Good catch. Good catch, Gunner. Am I leveling up my crafting shit too early? I feel like this is the game trying to tell me that I'm leveling up my crafting too quickly. Frogs. Rachel thinks something tomato. That makes sense. Wait, it's a different thing there. What? Fried flour. I didn't realize I was attacking anything different. Botanical fiends that take root in heavily wooded areas. They absorb nutrients and soil until they bloom, at which point they, after time, becomes markedly more bloodthirsty. Okay. This is... What am I even... Oh, God. It's angry now. It's nearly dead. Nothing wrong with early cheating. Well, it's just... I feel like... I can't tell if the game actually expects me to level up, like, to craft everything immediately when I first enter an area. I don't know if the game actually expects me to do that. Because it's what I've been doing. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God, what the fuck are you? Chimera Mimic? Excuse me, what? Chimera Mimic?
Too bad.
Large insects that infest forested regions. At first blush, they appear to be a disturbing amalgamation of other arthropods. So try to spray, they're capable of twisting their form to resemble that of a flower. Powerful offensive abilities pressure. Lol. Well, fireball blade. Tifa. Jesus Christ. I feel like I'm over leveled. Even though we're literally on the difficulty I was meant to scale to that. I'm getting distracted. Where's the village? Oh, okay, so the village is like super far away. Okay. Okay. Ultimate suplex queen. Okay, so if the village is this far away, basically follow the river. But also, if I see something going along the way, I will get it. So I don't have to remember where I came from. Don't try to explicitly explore everywhere, but if we find something along the way, we might as well do it. Yeah, like a forest this overgrown. We've not seen this much life in this game.
Alright, gonna check out that spring, right?
That's why I'm here. That's why we're here. Yeah, grab shit. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let's learn about Gongaga. There we go. Leah, what's the last spring? Gongaga, our recent history. Show me the recent history. In ancient times, Gongaga was settled by descendants of the Cetra. I immediately have suspicions about why this place has so much life, who lived in quiet seclusion. The region was largely ignored by later kingdoms and empires. until the Republic of Junon thought to expand its influence westward. They soon discovered, though, that the expense of establishing trade routes through the Central Jungle far outweighed the benefits of reaching the small communities there. And I said, construct an airship, and little else. While one war erupted between the Republic and Shinra, people the world over were impacted to varying degrees. Those of Gongaga were the rare exception, as being so far removed from the theater of war when they were not subject to forced conscription, nor were their villages ever hosted the bloodshed. Okay, so we're straight up finding a place that is more untouched than anywhere else. Yet we're still going to a reactor. Unless the reactor's way past all of this? Yeah, this is the river I want to follow. I want to follow this river, basically. Yeah, we're coming across a more untouched place from, like, the horrors of that. Also, by the way, slight little... Oh.
I know you've been ratting on us to Shinra. Telling them where we are, you furry fraud.
Guilty!
I knew this cat had two faces.
Ah, come on now. I'm only pulling your leg.
Who you kidding? You were literally built by the company. Probably stuffed you full of teeny tiny listening devices.
Teeny tiny? The late president believed that bigger was always better. Small went against his philosophy.
Knew him well, huh? Some 9-to-5 nobody you are. Sure your name ain't stamped?
Pretty sure. Aye.
Might wanna check.
Why have you waited this long to question him? I see you doing the thing over there, and I'm gonna advise you not. I'm gonna do this.
It's on you.
Okay, let's go.
Keep fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, you just press triangle buttons with Tifa and you just start winning. The only thing's like, he'll probably be guilty because he's stuck with a genocidal company. He's fine. He's fine. Also, they're saying literally, like they said, literally built by the company. So they're saying that, like, Kate's not an actual cat or a creature, but is, like, a toy built by them? Is that what they're saying? That Kate's not a creature, he's built by them instead? Was this ever established during the story, or is that just something that we're meant to assume about Kate? That, like, there's no way he's a real cat because look at him. Is that what we're going with here? That Kate's not a real cat because look at him, obviously no he's not. So no, he's just some, like, built robot. The only thing is I imagine it being controlled by someone manually. I mean, like, because, like, we know he's being controlled. We've seen it. Like, we've seen the person who's obviously controlling him. We've seen that, yeah. You did say, like, no, that's the thing is, it's like, I get that we know that. I get that we know that, like, that Kate is a robot toy thing controlled by Reeve. We know that. How did, like, but at any point, I mean, maybe he did, there's been a lot of dialogue. Did Kate at any point say that he was a robot to or the rest of them? Or are they just assuming he's a robot because he's from the Gold Saucer? I don't actually, like, that. We know that because, again, we saw as characters in Reeve's office. But I don't know if these characters did. So I'm a little confused where that line's come from. Like, I thought it was the type of thing that we were privy to, but the characters weren't. But then maybe there was dialogue that said, I might look like a cat, but I'm not quite a cat. Torgen's farm. A talking cat is far too unlikely, isn't that right? Talking dog. Oh, see, the thing is because Kate's bipedal. Things back to the Shinra 8 boat. So is Red. Never mind. By the way, Torgen's farm. I unfortunately can't gather any items here, so I can't steal his shit. I missed a person. Is Torgen actually here? I tried looking for him. It said Torgen's farm. Where's Torgen? Oh my god! You're blended into... Torgen! You're blended into the environment. Very good job at hiding from the creatures. No one can see you here.
Go on, get. Don't make me chase you off my property now.
Your name is Torgan. Why are you saying villager?
Don't know who you folks are or what brung you out my way, but you mess with
I'm
my
gonna find a
vegetables,
reminder of Vinland
I
Saga.
mess with you.
That finished recently, didn't it?
Go on, get. Don't make me chase you off my property now.
Oh, that's cool. I heard Vinland Saga finished recently. And apparently the ending absolutely stuck the landing, and apparently it rules. I've not started Vinland Saga. I don't know what Vinland Saga is. Vinland Saga is one of those things that I'm aware that it exists because people talk about it and talk about it being really good. Beyond that, not as familiar. It's on your farm. It's on village. It's on village's farm. I do like that this place is so overgrown that part of what we're trying to do is work out how to get to where we're meant to go. Can I just swim upstream? I guess I can. Nothing stops me. Kagafam is very good. Sup, Rebel? Yeah, from what I heard, it'd been going on for quite a while. And then they announced it was finishing. And then people were like, oh my god, it's been going for so long, I can't believe it's finally finishing. And then it finished, and apparently it stuck the landing super fucking well. Which is always my thing, of just like, I like getting invested in things, but god, I want them to stick the landing. Like, holy shit! Do I feel like vindicated that I never watched a Game of Thrones of Dexter?
Did you know, Cloud, that forest chocobos use mushrooms as springboards?
The special chocobo ability here is the bounce on mushrooms. Badass as hell. We're gonna come back to that because there's a blue material up there. From what I heard, there's like a third Dexter spin-off that's like happening now. Like,
Come along. The village of Gongaga awaits.
It's about time. I'm freaking starving.
Maybe our lucky food will be on the menu.
lucky food? Are you referencing something? Okay, those still worth watching despite the ending, which shows how good the journey is. I know a lot of people who disagree with you. Chocobo Super Mario fans confirmed. I mean, maybe it is, but hearing how bad the ending is, it does give me no interest in wanting to watch it, especially because of how long it is. But like Dexter finished, everyone I know who watched Dexter said that the ending was fucking awful and garbage and terrible and it sucked. And then they made a Dexter spin-off however many years later to just be like, we heard that everyone hated the ending, so we're making a spin-off to give it a better ending. And then I heard people watch that and they said, it's weird that it's back and it doesn't quite make sense, but it is a better ending. And now it has another spin-off again, and I'm just like, bruh.
They are! Gongaga mushrooms.
So Tifa's familiar with this.
They may be hard to come by in Midgar, but here you can't move for the blasted things.
Wow.
Okay, so like Tifa's familiar with Gongaga mushrooms. Has she been here before? We promise we're not here to kill you.
Passing through.
I promise we're not here to kill you.
You.
What?
Nothing. For a second, I thought you were someone else. Who are you people?
Aye, you'll do.
More importantly, why are you here? Not to survey the reactor, I presume.
Ah, no, just to study it. We're on a wee field trip, you see? Whee.
Well then.
Oh, but I like the mushroom.
Welcome to Gongaga. I'm Cisne, Coalition Captain.
Coalition.
And sorry, didn't mean to startle you before. Just doing our jobs. Back to your posts.
Ma'am.
You'll get a clear view of the reactor from that hill. Make sure to pay your respects, though.
Of course.
Come on.
Angelo has somehow fallen in love with the redhead girl on screen faster than I have. We're breaking new grounds here.
The hill's this way.
I wanted to look. No, I didn't do the village. I guess the idea is she wants me to leave. I guess the idea is she wants me to leave.
It's a quiet one, as you can tell. Let's keep it that way. Don't get a lot of
Shave it
visitors,
that. That's
what
okay.
with the jungle. Can't even remember the last time. But that's part of this place's charm, I suppose.
Like, the fact that they have, like, a coalition and they dress like they're armored. They've, like, the lore that we got was that this place is untouched by the horrors of war so far. But we've got a number of dead people here. We're honoring people. And she's, like, dressed like she's playing defense for the village. What's been happening here? This is a Midgarian thing.
Thank you.
Or whatever region this is compared.
So what is this?
3 years ago, the reactor here suffered a catastrophic failure. It was old and couldn't handle the stress.
It needed maintenance, which Shinra never provided.
Of course.
And then one day...
So, they're cheap as well.
This was the company's way of trying to make amends.
I'm surprised they even made the effort.
And thanks to the hard work of our people, Gongaga rose from the ashes, right?
That's nice and all, but one memorial doesn't buy absolution.
You guys must be tired. I know you've got things to do, but if you wanted to rest up...
Wouldn't they say no?
My house is just down there. Got an open door policy, so feel free.
Woohoo! Don't mind if I do. I'm, gonna take a look around.
Seriously. Get some rest, okay?
So we learned about the recent tour with the Life Spring on the way here, which feels deliberate that you get a little bit of the history of this place, of learning that, like, yeah, even during the war, like, this place was never taken over by Republic of Junon, which, by the way, the dialogue that the lore that we had there kind of implied that, like, Republic of Junon was, like, Shinra Light in their reign of the region, in terms of going around taking over places. Like, they talk about the Republic of Junon wanting to expand outwards, and then just deciding that going through here wasn't worth it. So Republic of Junon may not be good either. They're just, you know, Shinra's way fucking worse. It's possible. But we deliberately get a thing telling us, like, it's on the pathway to here to get a little bit of lore of this place was untouched by the ravages of war, untouched by the ravages of being, like, taken over by any of the places and anything like that. And then we get to the village, and it's just like, until a couple of years ago, when the reactor blew up and took out a lot of people with it. So is this just another reactor that went down the same way the fucking Corel one did? Because that's what happened to the Corel reactor. The Corel reactor one day just went fucking tits up. And it seems like this one's done something similar. They go around installing all of these reactors, and then, because of their whole search for the Promised Land, they don't even care about fixing these ones, and then they just start going up and blowing up everywhere. Only difference being Shinra didn't let's kill the witnesses here. What's the difference of, why did Shinra not, like, Yeah, Scarlet didn't massacre this town to cover it up. Corel went up and they went, let's kill fucking everyone here. And then for this place it blew up and they said, let's put a tiny little monument here to those who died. Why treat this one differently? Was this one harder to cover up? I mean, it's in the middle of the jungle.
Those Gongaga mushrooms you found? They're all yours if you want them. We got more than our fair share.
Like, the people here are immediately on their toes about, like, new people coming in, but once they're chill, they're just like, okay, it's okay. Maybe before Scarlet. Didn't they say 3 years ago? Didn't they say the reactor here blew up 3 years ago? That's more recent than Corel. Corel was 4 years ago. We're kind of having a from my timing, we're having a 1 reactor per year incident of Cowboyville, which, to be fair, the Cowboyville reactor didn't blow up. It just had a man burn down the village. We had a man, the reactor didn't blow up, but someone still had to kill everyone to cover it up with Zatharoth. In Cowboyville 5 years ago, and then 4 years ago the Corel one blew up, and then 3 years ago the Gongaga one blows up. None blew up for the last couple of years. That's why we had to make up the slack and blow up 3 of them in Midgar. We had to make up for lost time. Don't forget second dialogue. I constantly forget second dialogue.
That Sisney lassie was right, you know. If Shinra had wanted to, they could have done something about the reactor. But instead, they looked the other way. Willful negligence killed those people, and everyone thinks Avalanche are the bad guys. Sad.
Very, very, very real Reeve dialogue there. Holy shit. Possibly one of the most serious lines that Kate has had so far, of just truly reflecting on the horror of Shinra.
Aerith hasn't been herself since we got here, has she? Wonder why. Does she know the place?
So, same with well, Tifa doesn't seem weird, but Tifa's like, I'm confused. Like, oh, well, I'm confused about Tifa because it seems like she knows the place because she knows about the mushrooms. And then it's been weird, yeah.
Aerith hasn't been herself since we got here, has she? Wonder why. Does she know the place?
Didn't settle down here until after the reactor incident. Place may not seem like much compared to Midgar, but it's more than enough for me.
Oh, did you leave Midgar to come here?
Those Gongaga mushrooms you found?
Oh, she may have left Midgar
we
to
got
come
more
here.
than our fair share.
Interesting. Hello. What's up, Red?
Telling species apart can be difficult. What looks like a Gongaga mushroom may in fact be poisonous. For me and my nose, the difference is obvious. But for someone like you, well, let's find out. Which of these do you think they are?
Select the patch you believe to be Gongaga mushrooms. The left patch, the middle patch, or the right patch? These ones looked the most like the ones that Kate was holding.
Right ones.
Correct. I suppose this scent does make it rather obvious.
Was that a bad choice? Was that a bad choice? Was I meant to choose the wrong one so he'd feel better about himself? I love the secret ending. I think I was meant to choose the bad one so he'd feel better about his sense of smell.
The soil here is exceptionally easy on the paws, as if it exudes life itself.
We did see literal, like, Marco energy come off the ground
The
earlier.
soil here is exceptionally easy on the paws, as if it exudes life itself.
This place is very pretty and chill. I talked about that thing in terms of just, like, does it matter that the game has, like, primarily grassy areas when even the towns in the grassy areas look this fucking different to each other and have such strong different vibes? Not really. Doesn't really matter that a lot of the game is grass if they're going to do this much different shit with the grass. I mean, if we go by Mario archetypes, Mario games still usually have a grasslands and a jungle at the very least.
Today, I'm going to teach you about an important part of our history.
It's my favorite parts of the
about
open world.
the terrible accident that forever changed Gongaga and her people. I'm sure all of you know about our Mako reactor.
Okay!
Do you say more?
When it was being
Yeah,
built
okay.
and afterwards, we kept our distance. It was Shinra's, so we trusted them to take care of it. But one day, 3 years ago, without any warning...
So they built
the
it here, but they
reactor
deliberately tried to
exploded.
not mess with the village
The air was
while
thick
they were
with
doing
Mako
it.
as metal fell from the sky like rain. Our crops were ruined, our homes destroyed, and our loved ones taken from us. The memory of it still pains me dearly. Shinra was kind enough to build us a memorial, so that we might never
Y'all are
forget
too
them.
nice. They were kind
It
enough to build a
remains the
memorial.
largest grave in our village to this day. Many of our friends and family rest here. It is our duty as survivors to preserve both our memories of them and of that terrible accident. Understand? We must honor those whom we have lost. And what better way to do that than by growing up big, strong, and healthy? Because that's what they would have wanted for you little ones.
Yes, miss!
Today,
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you about
So
an
two
important
things.
part of our
One,
history.
why is this
Terrible
place spared
accident
from so much
that
Shinra?
changed Gongaga and her people. I'm sure all
Like,
of you know
Junon had a reason to not come here.
Okay!
Junon realized that because of the dense jungles, trade routes to get to the couple of people who lived here wasn't worth it. Shinra, and like, because Junon didn't have anything here, Shinra didn't attack here, so that makes sense. Shinra built a reactor, but they built it decently far away from here. It's one of the more, further away ones. Why did Shinra not cover this place up like Corel? Why is Shinra not, like, doing anything to take over the town and instill their stuff here? Why do they go to the effort of this? It's not much. It's not much. It's barely anything. But it's literally something. Which is more than can be said about anything else Shinra has interacted with. On a relative scale here, and admittedly, it's Shinra we're dealing with, so that relative scale is skewed the fuck to hell. Why are they being so nice to this place, comparatively? Why are they only blowing it up? Why are they not doing worse to it than blowing it up? This is too hot to murder. She didn't even move it. She didn't even... But that's the thing. You are true. You are correct. You are laying down hot truth facts. Like, that is, like, canonical. That no one would destroy this place because Cisne lives here. But Cisne didn't live here when the reactor blew up. She said that. So all of this stuff happened before the hot babification of Gongaga. Great episode title. So plot holes are still abundant. But the second thing I was gonna say, we have come across this consistently in the game, and I have to say, it is possibly one of my favorite environmental visual language tricks that I've seen in like an open world game. Basically in forever. I love the consistency, and I genuinely mean this. It is genuinely fantastic. It is a way of key marking a very interesting location without needing it to be like making it visual language for the player to make it very clear to the player. We're inviting you to do this thing through the environment and the world design and the NPC design. Without needing, like, there's no HUD elements that appear. Like, there's no prompts that appear. There's no marker on the map. I genuinely love that most places we've gone into in this game that have settlements have either a teacher with some form of book or diorama or, like, display thing behind them talking to a bunch of kids, or a preacher with an audience in front of them. And that if you want to learn more about this place, go and stand next to them and listen to them talk. Genuinely, I think that's one of the best design decisions this game has. Because it is, like, super, like, world building wise, it makes a lot of sense to just see this. It doesn't, like, it doesn't try to highlight it of a character going, maybe, like, Kate's sister going, maybe we should go over to that teacher over there. She can teach us about Gongaga and its history with the kids over there. Like, we don't have that going on. We don't have, like, a little symbol above her head with a speech bubble of, come here and listen to me talk about this. There's no map marker saying, Gongaga lore is here. There's none of that. It is just this visual language of seeing this scene. But they use this specific scene consistently to be like, stand next to this character, you're going to get several sentences of lore. We had this back in Lower Junon. The guy was like sitting on the seat next to all the kids. There was also a preacher in Junon. We had this back in Remake. Back in Remake, we had that with the Sector 7 slums, where admittedly she was teaching the kids about Stamp. But we had this back in Sector 7 slums with Stamp and having the, like, she was teaching kids about Stamp and she had the boards that she changed and everything like that. I love the consistency of doing it. We've had, like, there was a preacher in Sector 5, I believe. I think there's a preacher in Sector 5 slums that's very similar, visual language for it. Like, because, like, I see, because the game's done it enough times, I see this, and I'm immediately like, oh, I can go and learn lore. I'm just gonna stand here and do this. And I don't need to interact, I just need to stand there and just read the dialogue as it happens. It's awesome. I mean, I've also said it, like, a number of times, that in terms of just, like, character dialogue, like, walking past NPCs and seeing the various things they talk about, Final Fantasy, both Remake and Rebirth, have done it better than basically any other game that I've played. Like, just how many different things the dialogue, how many different viewpoints, how many different lives, how many different things they talk about, the fact that there's stuff like this. NPC banter has been the king of video games in Remake, and Rebirth is absolutely continuing that. It's not... That is one of the aspects of the game that is not, like, letting up at all. It is still absolutely god tier. But, nothing for the... Can I photo mode the groups? I presume not. They all seem to be relatively lorem ipsum, but a lot of lorem ipsum. But a lot of the lorem ipsum. This lorem is so fucking ipsum, you don't even fucking know. Oh god, Chattels is here. Big Remy. Snaps is here. Of course he is. I don't know how I feel about getting to explore Corel and then immediately we're being given another one of these to explore. But I guess it's similar to going through, like, Mithril Mines equivalents. And then getting to Junon. But then when you go to Junon region, go to Lower Junon first and do the story there first. And then you do the open world, which means it's a bit spaced a bit better apart. And also, Corel being divided into 2 regions means that we didn't have a ton of open worlds before we get more here. And we still had the Dine section that was, like, right before it, and then we still have, like, going to Gongaga the city before we do the open world here. And also the open world here is going to be radically different to Corel. Corel was a big open desert with a truck. I think that's also something that's going to help, like, Gongaga not feeling like open world fatigue compared to Corel. Because our second half of Corel was driving around a flat open desert in a fucking truck. And so to immediately give us the furthest possible vibe from that, the next area that's an open world is a multi-layered, multi-tiered type corridor, overgrown jungle. So even if it is both doing open world stuff, they're going to feel very different, and jump mushrooms. They're going to feel very different, even if it's 2 open world areas, like, jammed next to each other. She lower my ipsum till I lose it.
See how they dry their mushrooms here? Bet they'd make for a mean stock. Doubt there's much it wouldn't improve. Soups, pilafs, maybe even a pot roast. What sort of thing would you go for?
Soup's good, pilaf I guess. Gotta go with the pot roast. Pot roast.
Gonna go with the pot roast.
Ah, why does that not surprise me? I remember Mom saying how Claudio's was the best she'd ever had. If you tell me what it was like, I could try and make it for you.
I don't know if that was a good or a bad one for that. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know what to say for that in terms of like, some of these it's very clear, it's like, do you want to piss off Tifa or do you want to be nice to Tifa? But for that one, I'm just like, I have no idea what to say for that. So I'm just like, I'm gonna say pot roast because I feel like Cloud's a pot roast kind of person. Nothing beats a mother's cooking. I don't know, a lot beats my mom's cooking. When it's Dover's best option or not, we'll worry about it. We'll worry about it at some point. I'm gonna assume at some point in post-game we're gonna have to go through and make sure we get the best dialogue option for everyone, so we can do like all the different things that we did for the Gold Sorcerer at some point. So, or like you have to max out every character to like unlock an ability or something, like a special synergy ability or something, anything like that. What do you want for dinner? This choice will drastically affect the outcome of the story. Oh no, Telltale's back.
Imagine eating Gongaga mushrooms every day. Now that's luxury for you.
These shrooms are a Gongaga specialty.
So my mom had some stuff that she could make that was very good. I'm saying in past tense. My mom is alive. I just don't live with her. Sorry. Before anyone gets the wrong impression, when I say my mom's cooking was good, she's not dead. I just don't live there, so I don't have it in anymore. There was stuff that my mom could cook that she did make very well. But, it's you. it's Queen's Blood guy. But, I feel like it's also just the very Australian dinner of just like, well, most of your dinner is just like, oh, there's another preacher, by the way. I'm gonna move away before I talk to the preacher, so I can talk. Being very Australian, like most of the dinners with my parents was just like terrible mashed potato, boiled veggies, some meat cooked until it's well done. That's just most Australian dinners. And that stuff is not like, well, when people talk about, just the way that I used to have it back at home. That's not that. That's not that. But there is some stuff that my mom would make that was very good. My mom makes a very good fried rice. And she makes fried rice with like homemade popcorn chicken, and at this point her homemade popcorn chicken is straight up better than actual KFC popcorn chicken. She has absolutely nailed her recipe for that. So it's like fried rice with popcorn chicken, and it fucking slaps like hell. Her lasagna fucking rules. Her lasagna is great. Basically, I guess it'd be similar. When you think about a mom's cooking and all of that stuff, it's big, hearty stuff. It's big, put things together. And I guess a lot of my stuff that my mom cooks, in that regard, probably is pretty good. It's mainly just when everything is on the plate and it's very clearly separate things, that it very much just becomes a very standard Australian dinner of just whatever. So there is like, it is just, here's boiled veggies, here's mashed potato, here's some form of meat that has had no extra prep to it. It's just been cooked. So when it comes to that stuff, it's very boring. But anything that is more effort when, a person who works like 10-hour fucking shifts is willing to put more effort than that into dinner. Yeah, and any of the stuff where it's like actually combining ingredients into like a proper recipe. My mom is pretty good at that stuff.
We're not only responsible for keeping people safe, but the
the big thing is just like the main thing that makes that good, that makes my mom good for that, is just the fact that she basically refuses to follow recipes. She refuses to follow online recipes and basically will just make the same thing, but every single time she makes it, try something different. Like, if there's any of those types of dishes she's going to make, she'll never make it the same way twice. Every single time it's, okay, we tried this last time. I ran into him on the way here, yeah. She will try something different every single time. So I think that's a big part of where my mum, like, does get good at cooking. is just the fact that she's experimented so many times with the stuff that she does cook to just get a lot of good variety and a lot of, like, surprising combinations of shit that work. Like, for example, popcorn chicken and fried rice. That shit goes together incredibly well.
Something's up with the reactor.
And, like, she's experimented with the way that she makes the popcorn chicken a lot. She's experimented with the way that she makes the fried chicken a lot. So I feel like that's where my mum's cooking skills come from. And for me, when I cook, is very similar. Like, my strengths for cooking have very much come from a very similar way of, like, make something and just try to make it a shitload of different ways and try to make it in ways that you don't normally expect to see if you can make something different. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Can't believe it's actually capable of performing stunts. The vapor trails it leaves behind are pretty enough, but I'm dreading the day it comes crashing down in the middle
So,
of
what's
town.
crashing in the town? Sorry, who's 9/11 in Gongaga? I guess it'd be 9/11 too. We've already had the first one.
Hey, you ever see that old rattle trap of a plane in action? Can't believe it's actually capable of performing stunts.
Someone's flying a stunt plane around here?
It leaves behind are pretty enough, but I'm dreading the day it comes crashing down in the middle of town.
First 9/11, here's a giant explosion of a reactor. Second 9/11's just a plane landing in the ground. God, sequels nowadays are just so much, always so much lamer than the original. They never managed to catch the same spirit. My last film was great, but all the current cooking sucks. To be fair. Well, actually, to be fair, at the moment, she got made redundant from her job, so I have no idea right now. But when I was living there last year, to be fair, she wasn't doing a ton of the cooking because she was working similar longer hours. So it was mainly my stepdad who was cooking. I used to be Shinra. Also, this sword didn't even come from them. I found it in a mountain, I think. Pretty sure eating that sword every day would be eventually boring no matter how good it tastes. If it's too much of a good thing, can be too much. Well, that's the thing when breaded meat cutlet and stew. Breaded meat cutlets. Breading meats can go so fucking well sometimes. So whenever people have the discussion of what's the one food you could eat for the rest of your life, and I'm just like, there are some things that I could eat for a long time, but fucking Christ, anything I ever was to eat for the rest of my life, I'd eventually get bored of. The only shortcut you can take out of that, of what's the, like, eat one thing for the rest of your life, the closest shortcut to that is something like potato, where at least it has a lot of different ways to prepare it. Like, you can do that potato, rice, if you're allowed to use seasonings as one food for the rest of your life.
Why, hello, Cloud. Did you enjoy your buggy ride? The tires are reinforced to provide traction in even the most slippery of sands, which means you can explore the dunes at your leisure. This also means you can gather more detailed intel about the desert for me.
They need to fucking fix Chadley's dialogue, I swear to God. Chadley's dialogue doesn't fucking work in this game. They needed to do more to make Chadley's dialogue actually match what happened in the game. We had Chadley going off at us multiple times when we weren't allowed to explore the open world of, Cloud, you're really slacking on open world exploration in this part of the game where you're not allowed to explore the open world. And then we get here, in Gongaga, in the jungle, where I no longer have the buggy, and Chadley's saying, do you like the buggy? It can let you explore the deserts very easily. Yes, Chadley, I just left the desert. It can help you get more intel in the desert. Chadley, I literally have almost every bit of intel in the desert, and the only intel I don't have in the desert is the proto-relic stuff, which I can't continue. Fix your fucking dialogue, so when you're asking me to do things, you're asking me to do shit that I either can currently do, or that I haven't already done. Please. Oh dear God. His dialogue, it feels like they made it so his dialogue can't reflect what you've done in the game or where you currently are in the game. It's fucking weird. Bro just be saying shit and you're just like, Chadley, I don't even think you're paying attention. I think you're going through your transgender crisis too much to pay attention to the world around you. And, like, you gotta crack that egg, motherfucker, so you can actually, like, look at what's happening in the world around you. Because I don't think you know. We have a lot of different things here. Okay. Petrify materia. Quake, Quakera, and Quagga. Interesting. Magic focus materia. Increases the potency and duration of spells with the linked materia. Oh, wow. That's a really interesting one. I really like that. It's gonna take forever to get it to max level. Quagga's my favorite Pokemon. Straight up make certain spells better. Limit Siphon allows you to absorb an ally's limit gauge to fill your own with Limit Siphon. Interesting! A way of actually being able to pass limit from one character to another is really fun. And obviously, look at what they're using here as the example. Have Barret, the tank class. Have Barret, the person who can literally use cover, so he takes damage instead of another person, to take a shitload of damage and then take limit from him. And synergy support. Slightly increases synergy when other party members use a synergy ability during battle. Wait. Slightly increases synergy when other party members use a synergy ability during battle. What does this mean? What does this mean? Does it give you 1 pip? Like, it gives you 1 pip of the stuff to use towards synergy when the other party members do a synergy together? Is that what it... I straight up don't know what this... Is that what it means? Are those pips called synergy? I don't even know. I can't remember what the name of the pips actually are. I'm confused. I'm confused.
If there's anything
I can't
else
afford
can
any of
do
it
for
right
you,
now, so I'll
please
wait
let me
anyways.
know. I'm always happy to help.
That is the most interesting selection of material you've actually had to make offer for me. In a while, though. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Definitely the most interesting combination you've had so far. Hey, Snaps!
This must be one of Gongaga's famous mushrooms. Only ever seen them in preserves. What a beautiful color. These look good enough to eat, and I might just do that. Conveying flavor through a visual medium is tough, but I'm up for the challenge.
Every time you use a melee that grants synergy stack, the person with that material also gains one, as it says in the description.
This must be one of Gongaga's
it's almost
famous
scope on someone you want to use lots of
Only
synergy
ever
abilities
seen them
with.
in preserves. What a beautiful color. These look good enough to eat, and I might just do that. Conveying flavor through a visual medium is tough, but I'm up for the challenge.
Is that what it does? Because that sounds incredibly powerful. I feel like part of this is me not knowing the difference in names of stuff. Oh, and do synergy skills that don't, yeah, to do that, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is, yeah, so that is just synergy points, basically. I mean, Golan and pips and stuff like that, but that is synergy points. Okay, yeah. When two characters share enough synergy, you can activate their synergy abilities. But, wait, is it every time you use an... Wait. So is it every time you use an ATB command that grants synergy points? Or is it when you use specifically the stuff that costs synergy points, which is the synergy ability? Because that's what they call it. That's why I'm not certain.
Cloud, you may now fight Kujata, the phantasmagorical beast.
See, this is actually
Gongaga
relevant
legend
because I can
in the
do
simulator.
this.
I encourage you to pit your skills against this summoned entity.
This is the first, by the way, this is like the first time
Complete its
Chadley's had a
material.
thing that I've not heard of before. This is the first time in this game that Chadley's had a thing that I've not heard of before. I don't know Kujata. That's on Final Fantasy XIV. Because it says when other party members use a synergy ability. Which synergy ability specifically is the term for the move that you use with another party member where it costs you synergy points to do it. Like the skill, like the abilities that cost points to do that have the special effects of like increased limit level or increased stagger time are called synergy abilities.
I wish you all the best.
So
in your
that's what I'm
ongoing hunt
confused
for
about.
world intel.
Because it kind of makes it sound like you use a synergy ability with
This
another
must be
character
one of
to like
Gongaga's
do a big
famous
thing,
mushrooms.
and then one
Only
person
ever
will
seen
get
them in
one stack.
preserves. What a beautiful color. These look...
He's gonna take a photo of
Hey
me, so I gotta
there.
be in front of the
Good
mushroom.
to see you again. Since you're here, mind if I snap a pic of a fun guy with some fungi?
See? You pose like the mushroom cloud, Jesus Christ.
Feels like time passes slower here, especially compared to the city. Everyone seems so at peace. I'd love to get a shot that captures the atmosphere. If you come across a spot that might look good in photos, I'd love to hear about it.
The fact that Cloud actually posed like a mushroom, Jesus Christ. Very far away from here. Near the docks. Oh my god, I've entered a town in Fable. The Pursuit of Perfection! Independent weaponsmith. Gongaga is a smithery. I've been striving to create the greatest weapon that ever was, but despite my best efforts, I've yet to make any meaningful progress. Such an element I'm missing, the seed of inspiration, but I know it's out there. I need someone to help me grasp it. That sounds like I get a weapon out of it, so I definitely want to do that one. Yo. It's the band from Tears of the Kingdom at the stables. If any music sounds like it could be played in an a ye oldie tavern, I'm gonna be a sucker for it. I always will be. Actually, y'all listen to that. I'm gonna grab a drink. Sounds like pirate music, and that's why I'm always a sucker for it. I'm gonna grab a drink, listen to tunes. We need appropriate drinks for this music. We need appropriate drinks if we're gonna listen to this music. So, what I've got. It's my frosty glass. It's one of those glasses where like you put it in the freezer and the entire outside like freezes. And we're gonna make a rum and coke. We're gonna make a rum and coke. But I'm gonna introduce y'all to what is possibly my new favorite rum. Or at least in like the standard realm of like spiced rum. Pacific Drifter. This is an Australian rum. This is made up in Queensland. Which, Queensland has a lot of good cane up there. Bundaberg is another brand that I might talk about for rums, and also ginger beers. They're also up in Queensland, in the place called Bundaberg. But this specific one, this is a spiced rum, which you can get spiced rum for Bundy, but they mainly do non-spiced rums. So gold rums though, which is still the best. But the reason that Pacific Drifter is so good, I mean, one, look at the fucking color. Oh, the color of it is so good. And also, if I swirl it around properly, there's no way it's gonna show up on camera. But you can actually see, no, it's not really showing on camera. One, the color of that is fucking gorgeous. Oh god. But in life at least, you can actually see the sediment. Which, that is the quality of a really good spiced rum, is if you can actually see the sediment of the spices that are in there. A lot of cheap spiced rums, which is my spiced rum, so you can't do that. But Pacific Drifter is, as it says on the bottle, infused with cinnamon, vanilla, and citrus. And, oh, fuck, it is perfect. Citrus infusions are always shaky for me, because I like citrus acid. Citrus oil, usually I don't like, and this might use citrus oil. It might be like orange rinds. It might be citrus acid. I don't know, but I like the citrus in this. I don't want it too strong, because I don't know how long this... Without ice, I don't know how long this is going to stay cold, and I cannot handle warm alcohol. So I don't want to make it too strong. But I will have some Pacific Drifter in fact. In my big frosty glass. Hell yeah. That's alright, it might look like a really tall tankard. It might look really tall. This might look like a very, very big glass, and you might be worried that I'm drinking too much alcohol. Don't worry, there's like at most 2 shots in this. I did not make it strong. But fortunately for Pacific Drifter, you don't need to make it strong. If you want the rum flavor to really come through, you'll want to like mix it normally. But the thing that makes Pacific Drifter so good, even with the smallest amounts in there, the stuff that's in there, the cinnamon, vanilla, and especially the citrus, but a little bit of the cinnamon as well. Vanilla's always there. Vanilla's just in most spice rums, so it's always going to come through. But the cinnamon and citrus, you don't have to use much in a mixed drink to actually add that really nice cinnamon and citrus to it. That's why it's so fucking good. Shout out to Hannibal. He bought me my first bottle of Pacific Drifter. I think it was my 30th birthday? Yeah, it was my 30th birthday that he bought me my first bottle of Pacific Drifter. And that is like my 3rd or 4th since. No, I turned 30 last year. I don't drink a ton of alcohol. I drink like 1 or 2 a day. So, and I have a lot of variety over there. So it takes me a while to go through. But I fucking love my Pacific Drifter. Anyways, booze talk over. Booze talk over. Gongaga Saloon.
You're always welcome at Gongaga Saloon.
Look who's here.
Playing me'd be a waste of both my time and yours.
Regina, I've beaten you before.
Fine by me. I'll have you know, though, I've never lost a...
Oh, look at that! Look at that! They got the wooden shit.
Well, I suppose there's a first time for everything.
They've got the actual... Like, look at those. Hell yeah. I would love to own one of these. Some people never learn. I would love one of these tankards. One of these wooden ones. The main thing is just that being wood... It's gonna be like... It's gonna make it go warm so quickly. I love my bowl of stuff. I love... Look at the food they're eating.
Would strike fear into the hearts of animals everywhere. Think you can give me one of those pictures too?
Oh, really? Well, I suppose there's a first time for everything now, isn't there?
Man, that is not strong at all. That drink is not strong, not even close to strong in terms of like alcohol, but just the flavors in the rum. come through no matter what. It's, oh god, it's so fucking
It's chock full of Gongaga mushrooms and other fresh.
Gongaga mushrooms and veggies in your drink?
You are now.
Whoa! Yeah! Down the hatch, Cloud. Let's go. Come on, Cloud. Empty it on the head. Let's go.
If you weren't awake,
I like how much alcohol you can make Cloud drink in this game. Man, look at all that stuff. I probably have more bottles on my bar. Mushroom Link is pretty strong stuff. I don't think I've had mushroom liquor. I probably like it because I fucking love mushrooms. I went for so much of my life thinking I wasn't a major fan of mushrooms. But then I realized it's just because most places that serve mushrooms in their menus just don't bother cooking them or cook them poorly. And then when you actually get mushrooms that are cooked well... Oh my god. Oh, fuck. I'm a fucking slut for them. Another? I can do another. I can drink more if you want. Is there a limit? He repeated dialogue, so I wasn't sure if there was like a cap. He hasn't finished off one drink yet. I was gonna say glass, but I'm like, these are very specifically made out of wood. I do like the small little, you can actually see on there. How they've got like the little triangle shape pointing out that you're meant to drink from. He's sipping. Like, look at him, like, he goes, oh, he gets notes back. Oh, my head, I gotta slam it down, it's so strong. And it's just like, bruh, it touched your tongue and it did nothing else. Lightweight as shit. Hey, Barrett.
Once things settle down, I could see myself moving out here, living off the land. Be a nice change of pace.
This place does feel like you, Barrett.
Just me, Marlene, and our little piece of paradise. Wonder what kind of stuff we'd end up growing.
Onions, black milk, red shelly. Black Millie, red shelly.
Black Millie? Red shelly?
Now hold on there, soldier boy. You do know they're used in love potions, right?
I just said it because it sounded weird.
I ain't playing matchmaker for you, son.
I just said this because they sounded weird. Have we heard that in the game? It sounds familiar, but it might just be because it sounds weird, so therefore it sounds familiar. Or is that stuff that was in a drink that was in earlier in the game? Oh, it was Jessie's pizza. Or her drink. Yeah. Barrett, second dialogue. I'm really dropping the dick on everything here. I do apologize. So many dicks just flopping everywhere.
Shinra's doing its damnedest to bleed the planet dry, but she's still got life in her, and we gotta help her keep what's left.
Hell yeah.
Shinra's doing its damnedest to bleed the planet dry.
This is your friendly reminder from the Youth Coalition to watch out for monsters. You can never be too careful out there, people.
So I guess the Youth Coalition is just like, they help fend off the monsters. That's a cute little house. Giant stone out of nowhere. Ah, bookstore. Everywhere's got to have a bookstore. Because of what Jessie was going to do with Cloud, make him fall in love with her. That's all. How do you get upstairs? You have a balcony up there. How do you use it? You've covered it in bullshit.
Don't worry, no pressure. Take as long as you want.
I kind of wish when I came to one of these, I could like buy a book. It's a new bookstore. It feels like it should be important, but it is just, you can just do things here. What was I looking for next for her? Oh, the war duration. Yeah, that's the one. I think it was that. The war duration by 25%. I think that was the thing I wanted. Magic defense by 35 is pretty big. I think that's what I wanted for Aerith. I'm gonna go for her. War duration! There we go. Who else has a lot of points? Red! What's Red getting? HP 200, speed by 30. Was that what I was going for? I might have been going for speed by 30. Because that's fucking massive. Like, Vengeance Mode duration. I'm not usually in Vengeance Mode to do stuff. I usually burn it on, like, Crescent Claw and shit. Yeah, speed by 30. Speed by 30 should do a decent amount for, like, ATB generation.
See ya. If you need something else.
By the way, the rest of the episodes, in case you weren't aware, because I'm slow at video games, the rest of the episode will be in Gongaga. We're not going to get to the open world today. I don't think this is going to surprise anyone, but just in case you weren't aware. Just in case you weren't aware, yes, the rest of the episode will probably just be here before any more open world stuff. Maybe a story beat if we have to go and do something in the story first. I don't know. But just in case you weren't aware. Weapon vendor.
Old man's napping, so here I am. Sorry about that. Was catching up on sleep.
We don't sell many weapons here. Nothing different there. And I've still not missed any weapons. Let's fucking go. Fucking immediately. Oh, no customer again? Alright, I'm going back to sleep. Bro is a fucking mood and a half. Jesus Christ. Can't help but respect. We stand.
You ever heard of that blacksmith named Isa?
I've heard that he's got a quest for me.
But you've heard him if you've spent time in the jungle. Cooped up in his smithy, yelling about forging the ultimate weapon. Needless to say, he's a black sheep.
Is that gonna be the actual quest line that leads to getting the ultimate weapon? I've played Kingdom Hearts. No, and that, though, if we were doing the same thing as Kingdom Hearts, it'd be the final thing to make with the item transmuter.
Oh, you buying? I thought you just wanted to chew the fat.
Well, it depends if you sell any cards. I need 3 mega potions. I don't think I need to buy any more. Do you sell cards that I could buy? Fuck yeah, you do! Jungle Arcanum, let's go! Gagi Hunter and Gigantoads. We haven't fought any of them yet. Yay! More Queensblood cards! Let's go!
Can I interest you in some fresh? Never mind.
Mushrooms? I can literally go outside and pick them.
That should just about do it. Hopefully my sheep love this new feed.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth has a very good lighting engine that has no problems whatsoever.
You ever heard of that blacksmith?
Every time a new thing comes out in the Final Fantasy VII Remake verse, it's worse than last time in terms of lighting. I swear the original PS4 version of Remake has better lighting in like 60% of the scenes than the PS5 version does, and then this has significantly worse lighting than Integrate.
What's the matter, Oscar? Do you want to play a game?
Chocobo Chocobo Queen's Blood, let's go! Potato, tomato. Potato, potato. Potato, Gongaga. I have no idea which parts of the village I haven't seen yet. I'm gonna be honest. I'm slightly losing track of where I haven't been. Slightly. Pretty bridges and pretty water. Hell yeah. That's what Tifa is.
Whew. Finally. Glad to get all that planting out of the way.
Sure hope this year's harvest turns out to be a good one.
Yeah, then we can spread the wealth around.
Better make sure it's spread evenly, though, or we'll never hear the end of it.
Communist village, let's go. Oh, preacher.
Without it, this planet we call home will perish, and with planetology she can be saved. Join us in Cosmo Canyon and hear the truth, for only together can we save our planet from destruction.
Another time we're hearing about Cosmo Canyon. And the first time we heard about Cosmo Canyon, it was a drink. But we've heard about it as a place, like 2 or 3 times at least. Damn, I'm not allowed to break into people's houses? What fucking game is this? Not Pokemon, I can tell you that much. Oh. Earth meets some people. That's a main story thing. I kind of want to go to the rest of the village before I go before I go to where she is.
You expected me to remember. It's been
I thought I was going to Cisne's house. But instead I'm following Aerith. Yeah, so that's gonna be like the open world past there. So is there anything else down here? Oh! Chocobo.
Hey there! You treating your chocobos right?
More Chocobo stuff. What can I buy? I've got enough of those. I got enough of those. I got enough of those. This is a lot of stuff you can buy. Yeah, they do make it so, like, once you, yeah, every time you go past this, like, oh, we missed some stuff in the previous area. Oh, just buy a shitload of it. I guess we don't need to worry super hard about, like, making sure we gather enough materials when we can just buy the old ones. Treasure hunter. Oh, that's the Oscar. So I can go for that. Hell yeah. How much is 3 times 6, chat? 18. I can't afford all of them. I have this funny feeling, sneaking suspicion, that I might be missing a couple of Chocobo stops. Although there will be Chocobo stops in this area. Before we continue exploring the village, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Take good care of your
I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna continue drinking more alcohol when I come back and plan to go to the bathroom again. Hell yeah, let's go. And we are back. So where haven't we been? Okay, that's where we can get changed. I opened the map to be like, where haven't we been? I'm like, you know, do the fog of war stuff on the open map, do you? But we were here. We were here. Opening up the map and literally any capacity, it's like, oh, I actually can get like a view of like the area that I'm in. Also, this build, we can go in this building. Oh god, there's more songs in there. Oh god, kill me. Okay, no, but we've been to the. Well, that's Cisne's place, so we gotta go. We go in there at some point. Story-wise, maybe. But yeah. That just leads out of the village. That's where Aerith is. So basically, it's just there. Zinnia Woods. Okay. And Laurel Hill. And Felicia Commons. Okay. A lot of those overlap each other, video game, but alright, I'll take your word for it. Very pretty. What's going on up here?
Alright, people, warm up.
Oh, we're exercising, hell yeah. Which you can definitely see with the great lighting engine this game has. Man, I'm not allowed to break in anywhere. Bullshit.
If you want to visit the reactor, you'll have to get Cisne's permission first.
She said it was fine.
The Coalition sent a team to investigate the reactor. See what's going on.
Oh my god, I can break in this house. Hello there.
I'm thinking this could finally be our time to shine.
Was there a reason to break into this house?
Those creepy ghost things aren't in any bestiary I've ever read.
What ghost things? What ghost things?
Time to get these birds looking spiffy.
Don't tell me that the fucking whispers are back.
I'm thinking this could finally.
Those creepy ghost things aren't in any bestiary I've ever read.
The Coalition sent
I'm doing the suspiciousness right now. This bridge. Go across this bridge. Yeah, the building that Ava is next to, I apparently can go in there. The one door I didn't try to break into. I don't know if I did. Have we seen everyone? Kate was next to the memorial. Red was next to that. Barrett and Tifa's. Where's Yuffie? Have we run into Yuffie? We haven't run into Yuffie, have we? Oh, Yuffie might be at Cisne's house because she wanted rest because she was sick. She might actually, I might have to actually go there because she might be sick. Hello there. This is just a random person's house I'm playing music in. This is not a public venue where people are punching each other. This is just a random person's house. Cinco de Chocobo. This one is just a random person's fucking house. Remember, we're going for an A rank, not an S rank. on our for the game. We are going for an A rank first. Cinco de Chocobo. An A rank will give us points with music guy. S rank is just perfection after the fact. That sounded really bad, even though I got a lot of grades. Oh. This sounds really bad. I feel like this is one that's like combining my sounds with the actual song sounds the worst. Like there's an actual song playing and also there's just someone just plonking a piano nearby at the same time. Like, even when I'm getting greats and everything, it sounds really shit. Even when I'm getting greats, it sounds really bad. That is definitely the worst one so far in terms of mixing the sounds of me playing with the actual song. The song's playing in the background and what I'm doing is just very the sounds of the minigame and the sounds of the song playing at the same time just did not at all blend together. That was rough. That was rough. Well, some of the other ones sound a lot better. Like when you're playing, it does sound like you're doing stuff there, but they did not gel together there. Again, even when I was like on a combo of greats consistently, like I know I fucked up parts of it. But even when I was on a combo of greats consistently, it sounded really bad.
Would you care to share a performance with me?
I have already done that. I'm just getting a steadfast block material. This wasn't worth it.
Mellifluous melodies are all the more pleasing.
Ah, but it's level
played
2.
on the piano. Thank you for sharing such joy with the world. I hope you will enchant us with even more splendid.
Does anyone I have not have level 2 steadfast? What is everyone's level of the materia? I haven't actually checked for a while. Oh, also, someone can have fucking Alexander. Someone can have Alexander. There you go. Have Alexander. Yeah, ATB boost was still leveling up. Stagger is fine. Enemy skills maxed. That chakra's actually maxed on Cloud. Holy shit, nice. Again, these ones we just want because we always want to level them up, but also they're just really good. I could change ATB Stagger for something. Go for Kate to never use it. Just put on a different steadfast block material. Item Master, Lockup. Lockup's good. I can level up Lockup, but I probably want to put that on Kate. Oh, I have a lot. Okay, I have a lot of MP ups. I still have HP ups that I haven't leveled up. Shit. Okay, well, put on an HP up. Might as well. Alright, yeah, you're leveling up Magnify once I get to level 2. Because we're probably not going to get it to level 3 even with AP up. But level 2 will just help a lot from 60 to 45. So we get that to there, and then we can AP up something else. Poison, Lockup. Like, even if these ones max out for a character, I'm not going to swap it off. Perfect. Take the better one. There you go. You've now got less damage and medium ATB boost when guiding. There you go. There you go. Okay, yeah, better steadfast block. Well, oh, it's steadfast block. I'm thinking precision defense. Sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. Precision defense and steadfast block are different things. They are different things. So, steadfast block, I don't have many of those. That's actually really good. ATB stagger, first strike, spirit up, block up. So they're all good. Yeah, even if these max out for a character, they're just super useful for all of these. So I'm just going to keep one for this playthrough. We'll have plenty of time to grind a material later on if we desperately want to. Max empowerment, so we'll get another spell on you to start upgrading. Cleansing. Cleansing. For the poison and essence. There we go. I was about to say I'm gonna put a steadfast block on Yuffie, and then I realized she literally already has one. They're all fine. So you've maxed out a healing. So you have a Karaga. We can leave it like that. Fire. So you got a Barret's also. How many steadfast blocks do I have? That's my third steadfast block. Okay, well, Barret does have one of those leveled up, so I'm going to level up something else on here. What's... yeah, they're all going... all the good ones are going there. Gravity. No one's leveling up Gravity. No one's leveling up Subversion. Empowerment's already maxed out. Disempowerments are there. Well, I'm assuming all of these specific ones are going to be useful more so as like a hard mode or certain challenge things. So base playthrough, probably not super useful. I haven't even used Gravity. I gotta try Gravity in a fight. Hard mode has taught me not to use magic. They're all doing well. Then you got time and innovation. Innovation's like one fight away from maxing out. So that's pretty good. Let's get a luck up on... No, I want to use my second luck up on Kate. Give Kate 2 lookups. Sort the poison. If you have a poison. Level up another one. Kate, get a second lockup material. I know I have a second one to level up. Level up a level up another lockup material. Let's fucking go. They're all doing fine. Prayer Vites. Okay. Everything's pretty good here. Everything's pretty good here. I'm just gonna swap out this for a steadfast block on Cloud. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, so let's go actually to Sister's house. Because now that I know that's not story progression, because we're going to speak to Aerith. Let's go to Sister's house. Yuffie might be there. We might be able to chat with her. For relation experience. And we can also rest, because I don't think I'm at full health. And maybe once we speak to Aerith, I don't know, we immediately tap her whispers or something. So we're going to like fucking... There she is here! She's dying on the couch. So she's dying here.
So bored right out of my brain. If I don't die first, bet y'all go insane. 'Cause I've got nothing else to do. I'm stuck here wasting time. But just wait, oh materia, I'll get back on the road. Make you mine.
Having fun there. Weapon! Sorry. Good thing I came into this fucking house.
I am so bored right out of
She's
my
just a
brain.
materia girl. Nice song, funny too.
Nice song. Funny too. Wrote it yourself?
Finally.
Asking for encore she might take as being not serious.
Indeed. The amazing Yuffie is also a top-tier lyricist. Oh, I've got another song. Want to hear it?
Sure.
Here goes.
I love my stupid daughter.
And low, till I've gathered 'em all. I'll have orbs.
That's not a different song, that's a different verse of the same song. It's the same melody.
I'll have so much materia. I won't know what to do. But until I can make you mine, I'll just patiently wait and dream of you.
It's the same melody. That's not a different song. It's a different verse. Yuffie, you don't know song terms. Also, Yuffie, I like how your primary character development in this game so far has been that you're taking things more seriously now that Sonon has died. So you can't be as free and wild as you were before. So you've now done up the belts on your pants and actually buttoned them up. She's growing up right before our very eyes. Trying to see it. I'm trying to spy on Disney's magazines. Oh, hell yeah! Picture of a pumpkin on the wall. I love it. Pictures of the local area around here. See, at least we're allowed to break in here. She literally told us she has an open door policy. Oh, look, all her training equipment. Because she's part of, like, the defense squad for the town. And a whole bunch of shurikens. I guess they use shurikens around here. Is that going to be a hint that this is going to be a shuriken weapon? Bird of prey! It is! Yuffie gets another weapon. How many weapons is everyone at now? We got 4? Still only 2, but we just got to use a character. Okay, so everyone's caught up on weapons except for Kate Sith. And her gun. Yeah, everyone's caught up on weapons except for Kate Sith. But we literally unlocked him, like, as we got the truck. Which was the last thing we did in the game that wasn't optional. So, you know, a bit different. Bird of prey, doppelganger. Conjure a cloning yourself that temporarily mimics your actions can use while airborne. The thing that she was doing during the fucking Johnny quest is like an actual thing. Oh my god, it's even animated. It's even animated like Ninja's skill in 14. When you get the clone as well. I can't remember what it's called in that. But in 14, there's a skill for Ninja that is a clone that follows your moves as well. And it's animated the same as well, where they do the attack and then disappear. Reappear, do the next attack, disappear again. So PTSD from the Johnny quest. Hey, and this thing actually has full material. Let's fucking go. Ice damage, lightning damage, critical hit rates and everything like that. I'll take those for the time being. I might as well. Don't have a spare summon for you, I'm sorry. Curious how good that's gonna... I imagine Doppelganger's gonna... Like, depending on how long Doppelganger lasts, I imagine that might set up some absolutely fucked combos for her. Like, if you have Doppelganger, and then you do the fucking Art of War into the Supreme Art of War, holy shit. Holy shit. I can imagine that could get absolutely fucked. I imagine she could do a hell of a lot with that. Phone message. No one is texting me, it's just Discord. Why is that the first one that's made it sound so long? Anyways. Oh my god. Oh my god! Mushroom plushie! It's basically a straight DPS buff. It sounds like it would be, which is amazing. Yo, mushroom plushie! I'm staring at this until someone in chat acknowledges it. It's the most important thing all stream. It's a mushroom plushie! Praise it! Praise the mushroom plushie! Oh, we got like different frames for all the different areas that we go to. I forgot that this is a thing. Should have been framing up. We're probably meant to frame all of our photo spots, like go, oh look, that's grasslands, it's Junon, and so we're probably meant to be framing these areas. Kind of reminds me of a Goron. The big eyes really help for that, yeah. Anyways, I'm not sleeping on her bed. I'm going to the, well, is that her bed? Whose bed is this? Is this her bed because it's her plushies? But this is like a room. And I imagine if she had guests over, she'd have the room and they would have somewhere else. But I guess I'm just sleeping on her bed. What am I seeing outside? I'm seeing her. I thought I saw yellow at the window and I'm just like, I'm looking at a reflection. What I am looking at is a reflection in the mirror. Chat, my drink specific drift is almost done. With that being said, this shit that keeps it cold is working very well. It's still very frosty. With no ice in there. Don't tell anyone, but when I plan to do the DK Legacy, and I plan to make myself banana daiquiris to drink throughout the DK Legacy, this is absolutely the thing that I'm going to use to hold it. Don't tell anyone. I was about to say, did the entire outside world turn purple? What the fuck? And then I realized, oh, she's got the flags down in front of the windows. Right, we did see that on the outside. She's got these banners covering them.
Don't forget to try some of our home.
So I think we're good. I think we've done everything that isn't talked to Aerith. I think we've done everything else. So let's go down and talk to Aerith and see what's going on. Aerith! Oh my god. Water well pumps.
Oh, Cloud.
Hi.
Friend of yours? Come in.
Hello.
Please.
Friends of Elmira's?
You're a soldier, aren't you?
Was.
You wouldn't happen to know our son, would you? Zach?
Uh-oh.
Are you alright?
Fucking oh.
Fine. What did you say his name was?
It's starting to break through. He's starting able to hear it.
Zach Fair.
He can start hearing it. He heard the name, but not the last name, and now he can actually hear it.
Sorry. No.
He can't remember it, but his brain was literally shutting out the word before. He can now hear the name.
Our son just up and left one day, determined to chase his dreams. At first, he wrote us all the time, but...
When I first saw you, I thought, maybe this is the girl he was always talking about. Sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable.
I doubt I was the only woman in his life. Charming guy like Zach.
You absolutely were.
Wherever he is, I hope he's enjoying himself at least. They do say no news is good news, right?
They sure do.
Say, if you
We
do
know
happen to
it's
see
been
Zach,
5 years.
would you tell him that we miss him and to please get in touch?
At least.
Of course I will.
Possibly less?
We should probably be heading back, don't you think?
What? Already? At least have something to eat before you go.
Thanks, but we don't want to keep our friends waiting.
Another time, then.
Well, actually, to be fair, if Zach died like right before Clyde got to Midgard, then he actually died not that long ago.
Here.
Based on the cutscene, I'm assuming Zach was meant to die like as they were approaching Midgar with the price of freedom is steep stuff, which would be like right before they arrived there. But also, if Zach was there at the Cowboyville cutscene at the beginning, if my theory is true, it is, that most of what we experienced at the beginning of the game was actually Zach and not Cloud. We don't actually know what the fuck has happened in the 5 years since then. Well, when Tifa says, "Where have you been these 5 years?" and Cloud says, "You know, I can't answer that." It sounds like it's because he literally doesn't know. Really, this guy's even more heartbreaking for the parents, since they wouldn't even know about that. No, I mean, yeah. Well, the thing is they say that it's like he used to write all the time, but then one day he stopped. When that happens, when Cowboyville burns down and Zach was there, what the fuck happened between then and Zach and Cloud arriving in Midgar, being surrounded by Shinra? Like, what are the events between that? Because those are 5 years apart. And Cloud has never once discussed it. Cloud has never once discussed it, and honestly, with the way that he talks about it, I think it's because he literally doesn't know what happened. I mean, even the story that he was saying at the beginning of this game, in terms of, like, when he went to attack Sephiroth, which, like, even those parts, I'm like, is that actually Cloud, or was that Zack as well? I don't even fucking know. Part of me wants to say that one was actually... Part of me wants to say that the end of it, like, after finding Tifa injured, part of me wants to say that after that may have been actually Cloud, because then that would give a reason for Sephiroth to be obsessed with Cloud and not Zack. But Like, even Cloud ends that story by saying, like, when he's talking to them at Calm, that I don't know what happened after that. I don't know what happened after that.
Sorry. Every time someone says they're from Midgar, we can't help but hope that person knows our son. A couple of bumpkins like us often forget it's a big city.
All this talk of another war has me worried. But I know I'm not the only mother afraid for her son.
And also, like, Aerith saying that, oh, I bet I wasn't the only woman in Zack's life. I bet she's lying. I bet she's only saying that because she doesn't want to admit the truth. Because Aerith is completely aware that Zack's dead. Because Aerith was aware that Elmira's husband died. She's a Cetra, she's connected to the planet. She can tell us when someone returns to the planet. So she'd absolutely know that Zack is dead. 100%. There's no way that she doesn't. I feel like she just doesn't want to have that conversation with them. Especially given the fact that, like, Cloud should know something, but he doesn't.
Hey. That wasn't very nice of me. You remember me telling you about Zack, right? At the playground? How he was my first love?
Cloud didn't hear the name at the time.
Yeah.
Cloud didn't hear the name at the time. But now he's just like,
This is where he
oh,
grew
that's
up.
the name that you said?
And now that I'm here, it's a lot. So when I saw someone who looked like him, I don't know. I had to say something. Didn't even occur to me to think how they would feel about it. Pretty selfish, huh? Waltzing in there, stirring up memories.
Too hard on yourself.
You're too hard on yourself. Bet it was good for them to get it all out.
I hope you're right.
So, this Zack guy, you still like him?
Wow. You went there, huh? Maybe. He's never given me a reason not to. Any news? Nothing. No calls, no letters.
Oh.
Leaving you out in the cold like this? Forget about that loser. He's a soldier, right? Then I hate to break it to you. But if he's been gone this long, the man is dead.
Oh, fuck!
Sorry. I'm gonna go lie down.
Well, that clears that up. He definitely doesn't know who Zack is.
But part of him should.
Another time.
Like, surely they have to take that reaction to understand that Cloud does remember Zack to some capacity. Like, them saying he definitely doesn't remember Zack, it's just like, the moment that he tried to say Zack was dead, his brain turned on him. The moment that he's just like, sorry, but Zack's probably dead. Ah! But there's also a moment there. There's also a moment there because for Aerith, she remembers telling Clad about Zack, again, at the playground in the previous game. The moment that I realized that, oh shit, it's Aerith and Zack, they were the couple. Cloud has a moment there where he takes a little while to respond, because back at the playground, Cloud didn't hear the name Zack. That he had another head pain that stopped him from hearing the name Zack. So you can see Cloud there take a moment to pause. That, oh, these are Zack's parents. And Aerith is just like, remember when I told you about Zack, the first man I loved at the playground? You can see Cloud have to, like, piece some things together to just be like, oh, I guess Zack was the name that she said back then. I didn't notice that. And instead of being, like, honest about just, like, I didn't notice that, he's just like, he just pieces it together in his mind that that's what she told him back then. And he's like, yeah, I remember. You can see him in real time piece that together and then just be like, oh yeah, I remember you saying Zack's name then. Because, and again, this is like a dynamic for Tifa and Aerith, the two other characters who know Zack. Because for Aerith, it's just like, they were soldiers together. Well, I don't know about that part, but they were together. They knew each other, and Cloud is literally dressed in most of Zack's clothes and has his fucking sword. So what the hell? And for Tifa knows Zack as the person that she guided up the mountain with Sephiroth, who Cloud now has the memories of. So for both of them, they're just like, Cloud absolutely should know who Zack is. But he doesn't. Why? What the hell is going on? What the fuck is going on with him that he can't remember? And you can see part of it is starting to open up for Cloud. You can see that it's starting to happen. You can see that his brain is starting to, like, remember some more details, or like be able to hear Zack's name and not freak out. But then oh, Zack must be dead? No, that's too much. He's slowly getting there. I think the idea is that, like, you could say, oh, he's hearing it so many times that it's doing that. But I think a part of it is also Cloud, like, Cloud starts this game in a relatively lonely, remake, I mean. Like, 7 overall. Cloud starts in a very lonely place, in terms of not really having connections or bonds with other people, and shoving them all away and everything like that. And that's when all of his brain stuff is at its worst. And it seems to be what's happening here is that as his bond with people gets closer, as his bond with his friends becomes closer, he's, like, building up resilience through that friendship and opening up with that friendship that, like, even without him realizing it, it's helping him work past his trauma that he very, 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 very much has.
Thought you were gonna rest. Thought you were gonna rest.
No unique dialogue. Is Tifa still up here?
I feel like my
Yeah, Tifa's still here. Are you gonna say anything?
Imagine eating Gongaga mushrooms every day. Now that's luxury. Imagine
No,
eating
any
Gongaga
dialogue.
mushrooms
I was thinking she was
every
gonna say
day.
anything different
Now that's
because she showed up with a
luxury for
cutscene. But no.
Something's up with the reactor. But the GYC's on top of it.
Also, the comparison dialogue there. Gongaga mushrooms are more important. Also, the comparison dialogue there of Aerith saying that it's just like, that was unfair of me. Barging in there, bringing up old memories, not even thinking about how I felt and everything like that. And it's just like, I wonder if that's, like, part of what's happened with Cloud showing back up in Tifa's life. Like, Cloud showing up back in Tifa's life is kind of doing the same for Tifa, of bringing up memories that she doesn't want to particularly think of.
I'll go insane. 'Cause I got nothing
I'm not gonna be able to sleep with her singing. Let's get some rest until it's time to leave. I think we finished everything. I spoke to all the people. Until it's time to leave. I like that specific comparison of until it's time to leave. So if you want to rest to get your stats back, you can do that. That didn't sound good.
Are you hearing this? It's coming from the reactor. We gotta check it out.
Bad things happening. Bad things happening. Shadows over the reactor.
Hey, do you ever see that old rattle trap?
Like, they're just talking about that, but they don't care apparently. Did anyone else hear that? Time to go to war! Oh boy, here I go killing again.
The hell? You heard?
Hey, you hear that?
Yeah, gotta be a weapon.
Oh! Oh, because the true reactor. That's a lot. Yeah, the last time we saw one was at the reactor. Yeah. They're awakening as the planet's dying.
Wait, do you know something about this?
Could say that. Yeah. You've been hearing it for a while.
For a few days now, yeah. The Coalition tried to investigate, but some creatures kept us
The
from
planet's
getting
like on
into
the verge of
reactor.
death.
All
Like
they
a couple
did was
days
fly
away, I
around.
bet.
Just the sight of those weird black wisps was enough. More than enough.
Now ain't that something?
You could see them?
Yeah, of course. Why? Do you know what they are?
Whispers.
Why are they still around?
Well, this just
And
got
why
more
can everyone
interesting.
see them?
So, when do we leave?
You, young lady, are on guard duty.
Oh, come on! I just want to help out! Be a part of the team!
Yeah, because you've been a real team player.
She just got a new weapon!
Keep an eye on her for us.
I'll do my
Why are we
best.
Why?
Let's just get in, take a look, and get out. Figure you, me, Kate, and Red can do that easy. Agreed?
Agreed.
Why are we bringing... Oh, my headphones died.
Let's go. You guys hold down the fort.
No fair! No fair!
Oh, okay. What? Why? Video game, why are you pace so fucking dumb? Video game, why is your pacing so ass? Why is your... Actually, wait a minute. Wait. Do we even start this? Is it like... Because this feels like it's going to be a whole thing. As in a thing that we should probably save for next time because we won't have enough time to do it today. Would I be correct in this assumption? Is the thing that we're about to do like half an hour to an hour, or is it going to be like a whole area? Because I feel like it's going to be a whole area. Barrett's saying pop in, get out, and leave, but I don't know if I trust that. I don't know if I trust that. Also, party selection locked. Can I not? I guess I can choose red. Can be a big thing? Okay, then yeah, we probably don't have time to do it. I can't change party, but I got red here. Okay, no, I can do that. I can, no, okay. I can't change between multiple parties, but I can put red in there if I want to. More than an hour? There's no section with a solid halfway point. Ah, nah. If it's gonna be all one big thing, we'll do it all as one big thing together. But video game, why do you do this? Why does this again? I have to stress. It does feel like a lot of various sections of this game are put into it with the people who were like in control of putting certain things into the game, not being aware of what other people were doing when they were working on the game. That's what it feels like. Going into the house. Going into the house that you need to go in to progress the story to the next section. Inside of that house is a brand new weapon with a brand new weapon skill for Yuffie. And then immediately the next thing that happens is that Barrett says, "Sorry, but I gotta be a sexist right now. All of the women have to stay in the fucking kitchen while me and the blokes go down to the garage and fix some cars." Why? Well, the justification for Yuffie staying behind is really dumb and really bad, and it doesn't even make sense for the story. But also, like, you just gave me a new weapon. It's every fucking stream. This is the issue. Like, this isn't a big deal, but it's just the fact that every fucking stream there's something like this. Every fucking one there is something like this, where it's just like, why did you do this? Why did you introduce a brand new weapon for Yuffie with a brand new skill that sounds really cool of giving her a doppelganger, which is like a cool reference to also like the quest that we just did in the last area with her, and then immediately say, but you're not allowed to play as her because Barrett has to be sexist for a minute. Like, why? Why do we... Why do we keep doing this? Why is this where we keep being? Why does this keep happening? Why does there keep being really weird shit like this in the game? Why does it keep happening? I don't get it. Why would you do that? Fucking dumb. Very important that Barrett is sexist. You have to understand, this next part of the story won't make sense unless Barrett's a sexist for a minute. It won't make sense otherwise. It won't make sense. Like, what we're doing here is cool. Like, oh, it's another weapon. Let's go check it out. Oh, look, it's a peaceful village that's, like, not been affected by, like, a lot of Shinra stuff. And the fact that they're, like, Shinra's doing some things here after they blew it up is a little bit weird. But also, even a place that's untouched as this still had, like, a nuclear disaster 3 years ago. Like, this place that had a nuclear disaster 3 years ago is considered, like, one of the more pristine places of the planet, which really shows you how fucking bad shit is under control of Shinra. And holy shit, like Cloud's having a moment with the whole Zack thing, and there's stuff going on there. And, like, it's all really good shit. And I'm excited to go to that. I just don't understand why Barrett's got to be a sexist for a minute, and I don't understand why you have to say Yuffie can't join in when you just gave me a new weapon of hers. Like, if you're gonna turn around and just be like, okay, wait until we can play as Yuffie for a while before giving me the new weapon. Like, if you can't have Yuffie be playable here, then at least wait until we can play as Yuffie again before we get the weapon, before we get a new weapon for her. It's a really weird position to give it to me. I assume Barrett doesn't want to worry about Yuffie doing something dumb when faced with a giant materia in the weapon. That makes sense. But his reasoning there was, you've not been a team player enough. The reasoning that he gave was, you're not a very good team player. Which is just a line of dialogue that doesn't make any sense for this moment. Other than, we want to lock the story to these characters so these characters can have a moment without the other characters needing to be around for it. And also, why do the other two women have to stay behind? Like, Clyde just said, hold down the fort. And it's like, okay, what does that even mean in this context? And, like, why do they need to do that? Like, the whole idea of you're not a team player, Yuffie, so you're not allowed to join us. But Kate Sith, the thing that, like, Barrett was just suspecting was a Shinra spy, like, immediately before we got to Gongaga. No, Kate Sith's allowed. Kate Sith's allowed to join. He's enough of a team player. Like, just have Barrett say something about the materia in the weapon. Have Barrett's reasoning for Yuffie not being playable here be something that actually makes sense and is, like, related to why she shouldn't go. Like, oh no, I saw the way you reacted to the last weapon. You're gonna see that materia and do something stupid again. Like, say that instead of you've not been a team player enough, a line of dialogue that just doesn't make any sense. And again, regardless of that, don't give me a brand new weapon for Yuffie, like, right before we do that. Again, it's just like, it's not a major deal. It's not like a game-breaking thing. It's like, not even like a major problem. But it's just every single stream that I have, there's at least one thing like this that happens. Every time I play this game, there's at least one really fucking stupid decision that I'm just like, why though? Every single time I play the game. Every single time I play the game, there's at least something that just makes me go, that's fucking stupid. Every time. I read on that line that he doesn't trust her to put the team over her loss for the materia. That doesn't come across in that line. Like, just have Barrett say something about the materia. Just have Barrett say something about the materia. Because no, it's, my point is just like, that's not the type of, like, this is not the type of line or the type of situation where inferences make sense for the story. This is a moment of just like, Barrett is very explicitly telling Yuffie, you're not allowed to join us on this mission, party member who have been hanging around for a while. Have him give a more direct reason. Like, it shouldn't, like, he's giving basically a direct command to one of the teammates who he is kind of a leader of. Have him give a more reasonable reason. Make him give a reason of, like, your obsession with materia is gonna get you to do something stupid. And have Yuffie just be like, yeah, okay, that does make sense. And maybe, like, Yuffie could have a little bit of, like, reflection on that, of just being like, maybe I am too obsessed with materia. And then she's a teenager, so she changes her mind and says, no, I'm not too obsessed with materia, but I promise I won't kill any planet things to try and get materia. I'm still gonna be obsessed about it, but I promise I won't murder the planet for it. Just like, just have him say something more direct. And then Cloud just turns around and, like, says, you two hold the fort, which is just, like, a random line to just be like, you're not playing as Aaron Tifa. Like, just... This game and the last one are known for how fucking good their dialogue is. So just, like, do more of it. It's just, like, because the problem is that there's been plenty of moments in the game where the characters get split up in terms of who's playable and who's not. And sometimes it comes across as extraordinarily ham-fisted of the characters are inventing dumb reasons for why you can only play as certain characters. This moment, your friend's being locked in the prison by, like, the Corel guy whose name I've already forgotten. There's some moments where they lock behind witch characters just behind, like, really dumb reasons. And I just wish those reasons were written better. Like, going through Mithril Mines, and, oh, part of it collapsed, and two of them fell into a different area, and the other people are in a different area, so you go through it twice. Like, with the two different sets of characters in the two different areas. That might be cliche, but at least you can understand the reasoning behind why that's happened. Whereas this dialogue comes across aggressively as, we need a reason for why only these characters are here for this story beat. Have the characters just say something to get the other characters out of the picture for a bit. It's just like, again, like, FF7 is such a character-driven game, and there's so many character moments that I feel like, whenever you write dialogue for this game, and it's not doing something to, like, show any of that, it's a waste of an opportunity. And especially in this, it's a waste of an opportunity to do something funny or interesting or character development wise for these characters, while also being very obviously this is a gameplay contrivance. So it's like, the thing that it is for a gameplay thing is very obvious, and the thing that it could be in terms of like good character dialogue, it's just not like, it's just, it fails both. It fails at both sides. So it's just like, it comes across to me as just like, man, that could have been better. that could have been way more interesting. You could have written that in a way that was like funnier or more interesting or like more reasonable. And it's just, it sucks that it's just like, it's another missed opportunity. Again, it's not a major deal. It's not a major deal. And these are not like, it's not like it ruins the game or ruins the moment or ruins the scene or even ruins that fact that I can only play as these characters going up to there. It doesn't ruin any of that. It's just another moment of, I can see that this could have easily been better. But like, I have that multiple times. Like, how many times do I stop playing the game to praise elements of the game? I need Smiling John for that. Sorry, I need Smiling John for this. Smiling John needs to be here for this, to just be like, just because I end the episode with like a 10-minute rant about a very minor detail of the game, doesn't mean that I think the game is bad. Because count how many times during this episode alone, I paused the game for 5 to 10 minutes to praise the game about how well it does something. Because I also do that as well. Smiling John needs to be there to show that. But yeah. Anyways, next time, we go to the reactor to see what the fuck is going on. Because that's probably going to be a big gameplay moment, so we'll put all of that together. I feel like not a lot happened today. But I did fight Alexander. I did fight Alexander, and that, I think that was like an hour of the stream. Even though I did get a very good clear at the end of it, I feel like the repeated attempts did actually take a while, especially when I was like prepping for it. But anyways, I'm out of here. Next time, we go to Reactor and have Reactor fun times. So until then, this is version 2, signing out.